Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. We really apologize for the big time delay today in Asago column. At first, I've been facing we will get maybe a delay of 30 minutes to no more than an hour. But unfortunately, that was not the case. As we're going to try for be patient for all political party them in get here for not be able to find solution or go from our life the other day. Unfortunately, we get the first call I've been get from Mr. McFoyd. He said they get some light issue and they hope for join with later. I'm not sure if that will be the case. Then Mr. Mohammed, another platform call Mohammed 91, where unfortunately the time where the Mingam obviously it go over we on time. We interfere for now it will be here on time. Not sure if himself go make him on time today. Then Mr. Zubairu himself been get a death of a friend where they are part of the NGC family, where they puts the man to rest today, but instead been saying again up to 7:15 where he go join we. So I hope saying himself go join we. But we do have Mr. DJ Force, the SLPP DJ, where they represent the Sierra Leone People's Party with we. So we go ahead and forge ahead because we will not cancel the meeting where one person still ready and able for join with today. I want to go on the community announcement. One of we on when a born American, but when it trace in ancestors them or in background, we can find out say it na Salon Ikomots specifically from we Limba tribe. Where the many people they know as the Black Panther, when Mr. Chadwick Bosman, I think saying I don't see on our page today. This is what I talk about humility. So right, unfortunate to be talk about that the other day they here, wherein this man he basically you will say God bless him with billions. He become billionaire at the age of 43 or before even that. But unfortunately, it been a battle cancer for the last 4 years. If it undiagnosed from 2016, from waiting we get with all the specific. And another thing where I can say over and over again that this platform there will be your brother's keeper, because we never know waiting on the person the battle outside can be seen at one, but the reality of waiting anybody they go through we don't know. So the best thing we can do is just be we own brothers and sisters keeper and see how best we can be of a blessing to each other, because you never know what's in person they go through. Again, we all share we condolences to we all as united family around the world. Again, obviously we lost somebody way being selfless in the sense that even when we the battle in cancer, the world not be know, it's still they go that. So a hospital they call St. Jude Children Hospital, where basically now many of them picking their way can get cancer, where they battle with cancer. If they go there, they interact with them, never at once it tell them within in they suffer. That is the true beauty of a selfless act. So may God sorry for any of your mistakes we don't make. We will also give a shout out to Madam Basita Michael, where time and time again at the play in video now. So from the Bintu Mani 3, wherein it don't make one speech we will leave for generation to come, when a reminder of how we for treat ourselves as Sierra Leoneans, another for now we promote national cohesion, or how we politicians them go about for maintain a peaceful environment. With a pause in a welcome once again. I say Mr. Nabil Yansane, welcome sir. Mr. Jallo, welcome. Or Miss Jallo, welcome. I'm not sure. I don't know if any other name don't come, but it's not into assist so far. Will they come right back with in a feel free for share. I will share a couple videos then before we come back, one of which now we intro video, followed by Madam Basita Michael in video. Again, we celebrate her for being a patriotic Sierra Leonean, and then followed by another powerful video what we get for talk about today. Like I say, we're not the only identify this problem. We'll try to see how best we go suggest or find solution as to how we go bring about a better mama salon. Once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll go come right back. As a matter of fact, make Mr. DJ Force come in and introduce yourself. Welcome, welcome, sir. Check your volume and come in and introduce yourself to the world. And then we will come right back, sir. Welcome, Mr. DJ Force.
Khadija Nabe,
Yes,
how
sir.
are you? Mina monitoring to me,
Yes,
and
sir.
I also say good morning and good evening to all Sierra Leoneans around the world. Mina DJ Force, the SLPP DJ for One Nation.
Wonderful.
Thank you to everyone.
Wonderful, sir. Welcome, welcome. Thank you always for honoring the invitation. We go take a pause and then we come back for discuss relevant issue them, and if the other panelists them come, we go then go meet who's our left of. And I welcome once again. I feel free for share. They come right back. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television, where every voice matters. I am your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. Always ready and determined to bring you current events from home and abroad. What to expect, wide focus or range of topics from political, family, relationship, empowerment, breaking news, both local and international, emergency topics, entertainment, both local and international, comedy, event affecting our various communities, political debate, educational session, exclusive interview with either local or international celebrities or high profile, showcasing up and coming artists, entrepreneurs, philanthropists. If it is happening, we're here to be that voice and the network to show it. If you have a story, let's share it, build it, and show it. Let us be your voice. Stay tuned to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television for more. Do not forget to subscribe to our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Instagram page, and our Twitter page. And also feel free to visit our website. We thank you all for being part of the Salon for All Network family. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Salon for All.
All the long-standing problems still entrenched in our society, we have added another problem, which is making things even worse, which is taking us backwards and not forward. And what is that? It is the seeming policy of division and exclusion, marginalization of a certain group. That is not good for business. The political instability and tension is not encouraging investment. Division on tribal lines does not consolidate peace. It perpetuates resentment. Now, yesterday, in the opening statement of our leaders, we were inspired in so many ways that we saw that our leaders, for the first time, admitting to faults and willing to take responsibility. But we also see that there is a big gap between rhetoric and reality. We are preaching peace, yet we are undermining those institutions that foster peace. We can give countless examples, but I don't want to bore you right now with examples. Let me just mention a few. You cannot preach peace and you're sacking people who are guaranteed with security of tenure under the Constitution and the statute. You cannot preach peace and you impose a speaker on parliament against the majority party in parliament. We cannot preach peace when it seems like appointments are being done on tribal lines. We cannot teach priests when we are depriving access to justice of the hearing of political cases by opposition or otherwise, and even by the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
Imagine Gambia is a very poor country. Let's face the facts. Countries like Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Liberia, these countries are really, they're endowed with natural resources. In the context of gold, diamond, bauxite, chromite, iron ore, even petroleum. But imagine the wars they fought for years. Go back and see. It has retarded all what they've gained over the years. In other words, give them a very serious setback. And Gambia is a very poor country. We cannot afford to allow conflict in this country. It is not in our collective interest.
Yeah. Sorry, I would like to. I want to know what can you do as your role to unite the political leaders in the Gambia? Because as you see, most of the political leaders in the Gambia, some of them are into this tribalism, as you said. So, what is your role, and what will be your greatest advice that you can put across to them?
I mean, to be honest with you, it's a concerted effort, not an individual effort. My views, your views should be very resonant and very direct to the point. If this is a view shared by all of us to say we would like to see us working together as a nation, let's look at this in this way. Gambia is all Gambians, period. Politics aside, tribalism aside. And that is a major message, in my opinion, we should filter down. If this is something embraced by every Gambian, alone we cannot do it. But we can always make the clarion call to say, let's not do it. Why? We've seen it from other countries. It went the other way. In other words, it degenerated into a conflict situation of unprecedented proportion. So Gambia, in my opinion, we should not allow that to happen.
Thank you. You are watching VM International TV, and welcome. Earlier today, CDS Drame met the governor of West Coast Region, Lamin Sane, concerning about how to maintain peace and stability in the Gambia. He addressed the people and the nation that peace is life and conflict will only divide us as Gambians and nothing else. He added by saying there is no room for tribalism in the Gambia. Gambia is a small country. Let's maintain peace, love and stability.
Nobody would emerge as a winner if there's a problem in this country. All of us stands to lose, including my very self. We are talking out of experience. We've served in conflict within countries. We've seen the repercussions of conflict. Conflict comes with a lot of repercussion. In Israel, usually always, there's wanton destruction to lives and properties. In Israel, there's what we call vicious circle. In Israel, there's what we call deep-felt animosity. Although people can forgive, but they cannot forget. It's a natural instinct. You guys basically as journalists, usually always having drawn useful lessons from other conflict situations across the world. What is the main cause of conflicts in Africa? One of the main causes is tribalism, nepotism, and other forms. But mostly in Africa, tribal sentiments is the main cause of conflict in Africa. In Rwanda, within 3 months, within a span of 3 months, over 800,000 lives were perished. Those were the lives accounted for. Imagine those who died unaccounted for. And again, what was the cause of that war, civil war in Rwanda? Is tribal sentiment. Hutu, Tutsi. You ask yourself, what is the importance? Within 90 days, over 800,000 lives got perished. In Sierra Leone, even though it could perhaps be attributed to bad governance, but again, one of the underlying causes is tribal sentiments. In Liberia, tribal sentiment. In Cote d'Ivoire, tribal sentiment. The list would go on and on. Research were done, and they came to a conclusion. Most of the causes of conflict in Africa is as a result of tribal sentiment. Drawing that into the Gambia context, relationships are so interwoven. Our relationships are so interwoven. Why should we, as Gambians, allow tribal sentiment to creep into the fabric of this fine institution, or fine nation? Let me be very clear. No individual tribe stands to win if there is a conflict. All of us would be a loser. I'm talking out of experience, either directly or indirectly. Everybody is going to be a loser. There's nobody would emerge as a winner. Nobody would emerge as a winner. Virtually everyone is going to be a loser, directly or indirectly. So we have a choice to make. Gambia, by the very size of Gambia, by the very nature of Gambia, we're all interrelated, directly or indirectly, through intermarriages. So then, let's ask ourselves this question. What is the rationale to advance tribal sentiment? What do we get out of that? Let me ask you this question. You are the peace ambassadors. Let's give peace a start. Politics should not divide us. Tribal sentiment should not be encouraged, but rather should be condemned. They're all peace-loving Gambians. That's my strong message I want to share with you.
Well, sir, you as the CDS of the Gambian National Army, an army as an institution, what are you doing to make sure that you curb, tribalism in the country?
If you look at it, I've been going around the country. I've engaged my troops. The essence of my trip is to see the working and living conditions of troops under my command. Equally use that moment, perhaps, to put across or use the platform to share with them my perspective as to what I expect from each and every one of them. And the perspective is such a wide perspective. How do we reorganize and restructure the armed forces? And what individually and collectively we can play to advance that agenda as a team. Because in my strong view, it's a teamwork. I may have the vision, I may have all the plans, but again, it requires concerted efforts and synergy of efforts. Meaning every single members of the armed forces, we have a role to play. And together I want to believe we can advance our collective agenda together. Now, on the issue of peace and security, I've engaged governors, regional governors, members of the other security apparatus across the country, and other stakeholders. My message is the same message. How do we collectively work together to advance the agenda of peace and security in this country? Like I mentioned earlier on, it is in our collective best interest, as individuals, as institutions, as a nation, as a region, that we all work together to advance the culture of peace and tolerance. Because why? We all stand to gain together. And nobody would emerge as a winner if there's a conflict in this country. And one way we can do that, we must be very accommodating. We must be tolerant. And of course, we should see ourselves as Gambian. And Gambia for all Gambians. That's my stake. Because I'm talking out of experience. I've seen the repercussions of conflict, not hearsay. Meaning I've served in conflict-ridden countries. In other words, I'm drawing from those lessons. We've seen the repercussions of conflict. It retards progress. The economic, social, and political fabrics of a society is going to be seriously retarded if there's a conflict in any country. So nobody, imagine Gambia is a very poor country. Let's face the facts. Countries like Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Liberia, these countries are great. They're endowed with natural resources. In the context of gold, diamond, bauxite, chromite, iron ore, even petroleum. But imagine the wars they fought for years. Go back and see. It has retarded all what they've gained over the years. In other words, give them a very serious setback. And Gambia is a very poor country. We cannot afford to allow conflict in this country. It is not in our collective interest.
Yeah. Well, sir,
I'm sorry. I would like to.
You had a closed-door meeting with the governor, Mr. Sane. What was the theme of the discussion?
I mean, like I said, I've been going around meeting governors, and the message is just the same message. Those governors basically represent clans, societies, groups And we want to believe as an institution, we cannot do it by ourselves alone. That is to say, even though we are endowed, we are the custodians of the constitutions, we are the vanguard when it comes to the integrity and sovereignty of this country. Notwithstanding, the armed forces as an entity cannot do it by themselves alone. Hence, there is a need for collaboration and cohesion of efforts across all sectors and all areas of organization, which is where we believe the governors, they have a critical and pivotal role to play. Because they administer people, we expect them perhaps to share with the average Gambians the need for us to work together, more so in the interest of how do we preserve peace and tranquility in this country. They have a role to play. My message is one of those. And also, how perhaps we should denounce violence in this country. How perhaps we should not allow politics to divide us further. Politics is a process. After politics, in my opinion, let's move forward. That's my stick. But if we allow to be hindered by philosophy or ideologies, that would perhaps be very detrimental to the coexistence and cohesion of this country. Let's think, is it in our interest? In my opinion, definitely it's not going to serve our interest.
One more before you go. I would love to ask this question. My name is Musa Traore from Home Digital FM. I want to know what can you do as your role to unite the political leaders in the Gambia? Because as you see, most of the political leaders in the Gambia, some of them are into this tribalism, as you said. So what is your role and what will be your greatest...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again, and I thank you for your patience. Like I say, we'll be run late. We don't get another one of our panelists. Make her actually introduce himself before we land to with today's discussion. Welcome once again, Mr. Mohammed 91. Come in and introduce yourself, sir, before we start. As Mr. DJ Force Bido introduce himself. Check your volume, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Media, okay.
Yes, now we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Mohammed 91. She said, "That's the global voice of APC." Me, a member of the National Publicity Secretariat. I'm a PRO on this party. I'm happy for make a share podium with my counterparts, DJ First, the SLPP DJ. For that we engage and consult with each other to make beneficial use of the time for advance and promote things that really better Mama Sabo.
Wonderful. Welcome once again. Make I acknowledge some of we wonderful folks on this platform before I make me open statement. Mr. J, welcome, sir. Mr. TJ, welcome. Miss or Mr. Jallo, M. Jallo, welcome. Saving Masses, welcome, madam. Let's see who else. Saving Masses. Madam Juliet, welcome, madam. Madam Sue Jallo, welcome. Mr. Patrick, welcome. Mr. Nabi Yansane, welcome once again. And I'll thank you. Anybody who have left your name out, please forgive me. As in all we don't see in our viewers them when they play. I can always say we get a good relationship with the Gambians, wherein one of them military officer where basically when they talk about the importance of national cohesion, the importance for us to frown against anything as in tribalism, waiting or design for divide we as a nation, where it make an emphasis on the fact that when war come, not to one person they get suffer from it, whether it's directly or indirectly, many people then they suffer from it, and it also encourage we forgive peace a chance. This now one of the video where I can always explain also as that of Madam Basita Michael, and also we other brother when Mr. Samora, we all speak the same language in terms of national cohesion. So now the other day we'll be engaged here with all the political party them, to which is missing. We still the hope say Mr. Zubai will join we. And Mr. McFoyd, maybe I don't know if Mr. McFoyd will still come and say they get issue with light issue, like I've been stated earlier, and Mr. Zubairu been saying again up to 7:15, and it's the reason why we stretch the time so late. And of course, Mr. 91, the time where it being gets at another platform being go over the time we've been expecting us. So hence the reason for all the delay. So we apologize once again. Like I say, we the last time when we sit down, we engage in highlighting some of the issue. As I am a strong believer that if we know sincerely highlight some of the things then where they affect we, whether it's directly or indirectly, there's no way we go able to find solution. So as we they through the solution today or way forward, if there's any issue where maybe we did not underline during the conversation, possibility say we can come back again and present and to we audience and still find ways in terms of solution. Today I want to we take the Maslow hierarchy of need approach where I can always use now this platform, which is by Abraham, where basically it gets like 5 different category where input where it say if a person they try for achieve something, there's 5 steps from the lowest to the highest, and the lowest one, the very first one, we're not physiological needs where an example not the hair what they breathe, so we need and we need water, we need food, we need shelter, we need clothing. Then the second one where it says in a safety, safety meaning as in the example of personal security, employment, resources, health, property, all that they under the category of safety. It also say somebody motamange fulfill belonging and love. Love and belonging will be in the example of friendship, intimacy, as in your husband and wife, or your partner, you significant better half, and the list goes on. You also need family. You also need sense of connection. So all in the example of what they do now, so where when we may not meet physically, but all this is part of we engaging in terms of connecting with each other, interaction or whatever the case may be. Then it go further to say Motaman also needs social needs. The social needs also similarly, I think, to what I just explain to Ina. Then it also say the social needs slash the esteem go there under in the example of respect, self-respect, state recognition, strength, and freedom. And then the last one where it is seen as self-actualization. So in other words, if somebody they try for attain a goal, desire to become the most, is in the example of becoming a president, the self-actualization will be the last. But in the okay, say the person don't reach that goal they now. What me go say today go be the self-actualization for a sitting president or future president or the past president will be that you see that you succeed in all the areas in terms of the citizen them, whether it's being their basic needs, making sure that safety, feeling belonged. Safety is for not selected few, but for everybody. So once a president able foresee that every citizen feels safe, citizen feel belong, their basic need is met, all that they may go consider say they don't meet this then self-actualization, even though it's not about them. But if you don't get to that self-actualization, when at the highest job where you go get, we go flip and say now this time around the actualization will be in terms of seeing that you succeed in you presidency or the role where you hold. So I hope say basically and I don't get better understanding of the approach where I wanna we use today. Having said that, I wanna we start with based on Maslow hierarchy of need. I go want to know we start the very first one where go be say with a we based on this suggestion here. So we go talk about the bread and butter issue. Obviously we don't see so many concern from Sierra Leoneans around the inside Sierra Leone and around the world, where but especially the one that within at the ground. Even the first lady don't use the term say the ground dry and the ground dry for even incessive. So it is obvious that there is critical concern when it comes to the bread and butter issue. With any for a president succeed, that bread and butter issue na a must, and it should be how you call them addressed. For now, somebody will say, quote unquote, I have done my term and I believe say I succeed. With that said, make a come in and bring, and in between I will get some I go get some videos them where I go share with you now for backup some of the concerns them where they bring in terms of bread and butter issue when I from the voice of the citizen then sesef where basically they na salon. And I welcome once again Mr. DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. Come on in, sir. I want we talk based on what you argue. So Maslow hierarchy of need always they suggest that we start from the bottom before we get to the highest. And every motor man, if we want to take and first from the bottom bread and butter, even though we for take and first for safety. But now we start first for bread and butter, then we land into safety. Bread and butter issue. It is obvious that Salon gets issue with bread and butter issue with sitting presidents not able for accomplish that goal day as of yet. So waiting a your take, how you feel say we go able for accomplish that goal day, waiting to go be your suggestion for now we able for accomplish that now every Sierra Leonean able for meet them basic need. Come on in, sir. Check your volume, sir. Check your volume. Una de you. Yes, we there.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I say thanks to all listeners. Then we at least don't take the time for come listen to this program. Before I go further, I also want to say thanks to all Sierra Leoneans them across the world. Bread and butter issue we Khadija they try for bring come to the nation. We actually therefore understand what you we mean bread and butter. As Sierra Leoneans they say bread and butter, bread and butter. I think it's all about food and about job. As we all we don't come together, we don't give the responsibility.
Sorry, sir. The job young we go bring on later. I want to take categorically. Right now, we focus on how we go able to accomplish that goal day in terms of the bread and butter. Waiting at the suggestion we go bring to the table, but not bring anything with job yet, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, the suggestion where me feel say the government don't need bring come or when me go bring come to the government, like we for create job or like when government don't they increase as salaries na the institutions this are the way forward at least for maintenance the bread and butter way that go able go share among us na Sierra Leone. And the way forward for that bread and butter, at least if we able really concentrate to me your knowledge for now we able combat this bread and butter issue. If we able call upon the government for let embark with country on agriculture, I think say we will able combat the bread and butter issue. Because once a country able feed itself, you will find out say angry no go dey, jealous no go dey, badat no go dey, and poverty go away. And one of the things that I want for bring come to their attention, me and me suggestion that to the attention of government for let it actually speed up and bring in the agriculture sector and expand it across the country. Because Sierra Leone a country will be the feed insect, not just because of poor mismanagement with we self. Now it make the final say as government they don't change, the final say people they talk about bread and butter. But so far so good, the government really work towards that bread and butter as you look at so many things that we they don't need.
Evidence is factual.
Okay. Sorry, it's okay, Mr. Moam. So when you said the governments don't they work in terms of that area there, give me some of the examples them where you go present to it today. We go convince Sierra Leoneans and say the government they work towards the bread and butter issue. Come back in, sir.
Okay. One of the example we I go actually like for call Sierra Leoneans the attention to for me the key pay attention to is the construction of car wash for the youth under the youth ministry. At least that's done it try for engage.
So make a bring it come say then they go be on the employment or empowering the youth. So still you go bring that example later on.
Yeah. Yeah, Khadija, because also here na income, na money that they work for now, we na also
Absolutely.
part of bread and butter.
Okay.
And
True.
as long as they are getting pay in that area, it's also providing food for their family and for their children and the household. They be able to pay electricity bill, they be able to pay food, they be able even buy clothes out of that wages so that they get. And when this area don't construct, mainly at the capital city, they find out say that sector, the economy they flow among the youth there. Yeah, even though the population
Okay,
it
one
is
second,
greater
sir.
than.
Yes, sir. Sorry for you. I think you bring great points there, but I want also kind of like stimulate your mind a little bit. Say earlier this year or last year, with presidents being also promised we the bakery. So do you not believe that if that bakery they been come to existent also for be help towards the bread and butter issue? I want to think about it and I can come back to you, sir.
Yeah, actually, I want for reach there, but you want see don't touch on her, then I can also want for educate the Sierra Leoneans. Then for me, they know say whatever the president talk, where he pull up in tongue, he tell inform Sierra Leoneans there, or he say to Sierra Leoneans there, it will come to existence. Even though if you don't commissioner and the project not kick off it, but every Sierra Leoneans when they listen to this project, may they believe in President Bill and whatever he say he do, and it will bring that bread factory, as also that will create a lot of bread and butter across the country, not only in Freetown but across the country and the neighboring countries there. Because I hope say that now one of a dream.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you. So I will come back to you on that one. And also you mentioned agriculture. Agriculture go also get for involved a lot of things them in terms of maybe machine, in terms of seeds, where I believe say sometimes you for don't bring can to the table. But make her give Mr. Mohammed chance before me go come in with me on also for add and buttress to an iron point. Mr. Mohammed, come on inside where they talk about bread and butter issue. Waiting you believe say go be some steps them where this administration will take for bring a better mama salon in terms of improving in that area. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, and Allah bless you. I want to thank all the viewers and listeners, and I want to apologize for where I come late. That will stall the show a bit because I will get other TV interview I will do. Now, if I get you right, you draw a question about bread and butter, cognizant or reference to the Maslow theory. Abraham Maslow, if I can answer that question, I think that a paper in 1943, if I read that right, a theory on human motivation. But let me tell you this: it would be very unfair to Abraham Maslow if we know if we take the SLPP, for example, into consideration. I don't know if you say to get the SLPP in mind when he didn't talk about him theory. The SLPP not be there, and I will tell you why. Okay, Jacob Jesus Safar, when I did butter, I don't know, you see me that clearly, yeah?
Yeah, but I think you don't change you were actually on a better
Okay.
lens earlier where you see four.
Okay.
Oh no, actually
Okay, so
calm
you
down a
see,
little. Calm down a little because you see good, perfect. I think that should do it. Go ahead and talk.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jacob Jesus Safar and his bread and butter initiatives on behalf of the SFPP government promised us 9,000 jobs in the public sector next year. This includes another fake promise or a pack of fake promise or 9,000 fake promises. Now, make I give you figures because I don't know if you see DJ for us understand what did happen as Sierra Leone. I wish you for we don't get JJ Blood himself here or Lima. Honestly, not to cry DJ Foster, and he do very well, but this probably intellectually they are above a bit. Especially we draw reference to the Marshall theory. DJ Foster, I mean, he's a nice guy. He knows in stuff, campaign stuff, but I mean, you know, get the figures there we in it. Now, make I tell you, a 2020 spending of 3.17 trillion leons, highlighting an unnecessary 586.6 billion wage bill increment. Imagine an extra 586.6 billion wage bill increment. Now, No, no, you get me? Is it clear?
No,
You hearing
I
me?
think you will get some interruptions. So go 30 seconds backwards, please.
Okay, I say a 2020 spending of 3.17 trillion euros, highlighting an unnecessary 586.6 billion wage bill increment. Wage bill
580.
increment.
Repeat that.
586.6
Okay.
billion wage bill increment.
Okay.
Now in JJ because it's in there for create 9,000 jobs. Now from 2.9 trillion to 3.46 trillion, senseless spending. A bread and butter government that spends more on free education than agriculture. DJ first the talk for agriculture. I don't know what things are about agriculture. But the bread and butter initiative, then they spend more money on free education, which we and the international community they call free school fees. Okay? Now, a bread and butter government that has acknowledged failure to deliver on bread and butter. Jacob Justus and Facetep say it will take 4 successive governments for let them deliver on bread and butter. So if anybody wants to talk about bread and butter, not your SLPP. Because the SLPP has overpromised and underdelivered, as opposed to the APC party, we underpromise and overdelivers. So if you talk about bread and butter, it's impossible for the SLPP they will deliver on bread and butter, pass if they want lie. That bakery when they talk about if they go through nothing they go through. They said the bakery they employ 5,000 people. Nowhere in the history of Sierra Leone we don't get an employment of 5,000. Not even Sierra Leone or Africa Mineral, where they don't employ the highest number of people. 5,000? A bakery for 5,000 doesn't sound sensible. You need to even get 5,000 people there for buy from the bakery, and obviously get 5,000 workers there. You need to get 5,000 people there for let them buy. 5,000 are a huge number. So then in a pack of lies and promises them. This bread and butter, it mean the food where they can eat table. The bread and butter, they use as a hallmark campaign. Remember what they say, Cholobole this is angry Boku. Khadija, what we have now is starvation. If anybody qualified for talk about bread and butter, it will not be the SLPP. If they get shame with this kind of wage bill, remember the job creation because they use tribal line appointment, tribalism, regionalism. Because if you want to, regardless of various political proclivities, they monkey it. No, some people have to. In the APC, they monkey babu it. People that did not, but Ernest Microno needed to reach out to various tribes, the various regions. They bring everybody on board. There is all the more reason. You see people that did not campaign with us. You see they occupy ministerial positions. But the SLPP said, no, no, this wage bill increment, it's only going to Southeasterners. In my own view, to Southeasterners. The job that they create, it is only for Southeastern region. The job that they create are for Southeastern region, and as such, the wage bill increment will only benefit them people while in the boss. So trust me, SL people from the area, they know they for create 9,000 jobs and lie. Let them create 5,000 for Spada Bakery.
So
Let them build in bridge.
so
Now
how
lie this government good at.
okay,
They
so
go promise, they no go deliver nothing. So
okay,
bread and butter, cognizant to the Abraham National theory of 1943, the SLPP not qualify for
okay,
discussion. So if I reach
so
that, I
yeah.
just want to take a lot of waste to time.
Okay.
Bread and butter not to SLPP discussion.
Okay,
It's
so
an
now
ideological
it's I
discussion
know
based on the
we
psychological
label
theory.
I know we label too much on identifying the problem, which as we go kind of they identify areas then that needs improvement. But rather now I want we find solution. What do you believe say you go suggest or waiting go be a better steps or better ways for them go about for kind of minimize the bread and butter issue in the example of making sure that we're able for begin produce we own rice we possibly if we're able for export time for now go generate more income where in result in return it will be beneficial to our country. But first before even with the export we get enough force for now we able for sustain ourselves for now we know say we bread and butter issue don't solve in that department. So waiting at your own areas of advice or suggestion where go help towards improvement in that area.
Karija, the only advice maybe the people that need for vote out SLPP because now lie in the line and not for deliver and vote in APC. I will tell you why. Sierra Leone require 530,000 metric tons of rice for us to be self-sufficient in rice production. The last time Sierra Leone exported rice was in 1974. That was the last time. I wasn't born. Now the last time, Randy, I don't know for DJ Force. If Sierra Leone exported rice in 1974, that was the last time, and we now require 530,000 metric tons of rice for us to be self-sufficient in rice production, the SLPP cannot answer the bread and butter question, because we can get the answer if only the SLPP forget about this in free education, because it's a free school.
Okay, so how we go able for like
agriculture for
yes.
growers there?
I think so. What we all establish here is that there is a problem in that department because we get so many things them will go for a light. It is fact that we all don't acknowledge that, and as equally as that of DJ Force, and in specifically Giwi areas, then say these are the things them we go bring about, you know, solution in terms of that area. So yeah, it is fact that okay, let's just say so far we government don't fail we in terms of the promises about the bakery, about, you know, making sure that Sierra Leoneans then meet them basic necessity. Which one of it is the food, the bread and butter issue with stable food, not even bread nor rice, you understand? So waiting would be your suggestion. Let's say now, let's put you now in this, let's say hypothetically speaking, you are now the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Your very first assignment is to see that we meet with basic necessity, which we with this one now I want to focus on the bread and butter, but specifically rice. Waiting will be your targets, how you go about for make sure say you succeed in that area, sir. Come back in, Mr. Sise.
If I were another view, I will take the governance, I call for election, and then because if I call for election, the APC the win. Just like I said to you, the fiscal policies the way they put in place, the way how they diversify the economy, they not prioritize agriculture, and as such, we cannot grow our own rice for solve the bread and
okay,
butter.
so now,
I mean, food like the table.
Yes, but what we establish there is a problem. It is fact, Mr. Sise. We don't establish that. We all don't acknowledge that. Say there is a problem. So now we define a solution. So now you are the president.
Unless you want to make a suggestion, SLPP like permitted.
So wait. So okay, just still give them the benefit of the doubt because we are all part of making sure that we reach that goal, which is to see a better Mama Salon. Whether it's SLPP now, next coming say APC now or NGC now, but we still forget. We don't underline some of the problems, and some of which we will continue for underline as this discussion they go. But waiting will be that you enforce targets where you go take. Would you order some machine for help for make sure say agriculture succeed? What thing you go do, sir? Come on in. I wonder you give me some positive.
This is an ideological discussion. It's simple epistemology which post-modernization to reject. The problem here is capacity and capability. Agricultural equipment they don't come. A few tractors they come, about 100 and something. Guess what? The distribution process is wrong because there are policies there. There are strong policies there. There are people who are prepared to grow their own rice. In private sector people, but they don't have the sponsorship, the support. There are people who get farms. I know them at Tongolini and various other areas. But when the tractors they are come, again they give them to many people them to southeasterners. This is not something we should
so stop right there. That's beautiful. So great point. Mr. Sise, 1 second, sir. 1 second. So that's an excellent point you bring. You acknowledge, say, so far they don't bring some machine them way for go towards agriculture. Now, if the president or the government or whoever is involved, they only focus on the southeast, then I will call them back saying dead on arrival, because this is not for only a selected few, but for rather all Sierra Leonean. So that is a good point. I want to make an emphasis on that one. So thank you. Go ahead, continue, sir.
Not even. I don't see them tractors there. I will tell you. I think by next week, I will even publish. Next week is almost here. I see one guy sit down for that tractor, the new tractor, they go marry Nabo.
Wow.
The new tractor, they go marry Nabo. But married, they say in Motoka but the tractor married. So married.
No, get a rough estimate, sir.
I may be laughing.
Why would they give suggestion? Because they get for watch this. Why would they give suggestion, sir?
This guy is not a farmer.
1 second, sir.
He presented himself as somebody who get implemented partner because when they give them tractors there for delivery, the one way they deliver services to agriculture. Now, let me get from Naputloko, and I can start another one at Chokolini. And I hope for them Moyamba and future. 2,500 acre, but currently myself and Honorable MC, currently we cultivate about 350 acres. Now I am saying this to you, we constrain the tractors there. I have had to mobilize funds for make we withdraw them tractors there because if we don't get them, we're not going to do nothing.
So,
Guess
Mr.
what?
Sise,
The so-called implementing partners know nothing about agriculture. They never once had anything as
okay, all right,
Southeasterners.
Mr.
Like I
Sise,
said to me, we
one
need to
second.
get solution for this problem.
One
I don't care how
second,
long you
Mr.
hold this
Sise, one
debate.
second,
We get to
sir.
change the problem.
Calm down, sir, please. The tractor, how many estimates approximately? How many?
About 140 something tractors.
140 something, and we get 18 district. Am I wrong or right?
16.
15 or 6?
16.
16. Okay.
2 are Freetown and 14 are the provinces.
Okay. So if that's the case, if we were to divide them to them district, then they how many each district go get? One second. Come on now. No, I don't mute you, sir. Come on. Listen. Wait, I know what side they get from, which is wrong. Like I said, is dead on arrival if they do that, because them tractor do not belong to just the north or the south or the east, but rather to Sierra Leone as a whole. So now we define solution. Then we president them the in cabinets, and they watch this net and no say we are aware that they don't get X amount of tractor. We don't come as alone, and again, I can always say this will be another defining moment. So we know say now this tractor then belong to Sierra Leone and Sierra Leonean, not only a specific area. So now we do the math. I'm not saying you're good at that. You ain't not small for nothing. So so come back in now, do the division in terms of we district them. Oh, sorry, sir, you volume. Forgive me. I know I've been muting for minutes. In terms of the district them, because the other day we say 16, you say na 18. So you say we get 16. 16, then we divide them with this. You say about waiting 130. Check your volume, sir. We need to hear you. Sorry, forgive me.
If you divide 146 by 16, you will get about 9 equivalently. But you will get for remove the tuna Freetown because Freetown not get actually farm there.
Okay.
So you want to use the 146. You want to use the 146 by 14.
Okay.
You understand, eh?
Yeah.
So if you do that, they talk about 10 tractors to every district.
Which is fair enough,
That's
right?
But I know they do that.
So no, well, it's not going to be that way. We hope it's not going to be that way. So now
can you just stop open? It has gone. I'm providing you with information. I've just given you numbers, figures, and I've told you what is required.
So
in that industry.
Wonderful. So that is why
people job to hold the government responsible.
Absolutely.
Holding them now responsible
Absolutely.
for unequal distribution of this particular
Absolutely,
taxes.
absolutely. That's the point where they get at. So again, that now make people like you and myself and this platform and Mr. DJ Fox, we go talk and make them know say we don't aware say then tractors they don't come. We dey look now for fair distribution of those tractors. So again, one of you suggestion for solution in terms of bread and butter issue when it comes to agriculture go be this tractor, correct? What else you go think say go be another solution to we
Can you that question I DJ first? Now you will like give people there. Me to me, I don't get no solution for the SLPP. If they promote cohesion, they stop tribalism, tribal line appointment, and then try to understand say until we treat every Sierra Leonean equal, we cannot succeed. They will not succeed. So we in a new stance study. There is no way I go find tuna. They are liars, they are not serious about bread and butter. We are starving and people are like today self na Gary night.
Oh, I tell you, say I love Gary. Eh? He like I get rest now. So I love
okay,
Gary.
Not to Gary na kaya.
You're terrible. Anyway, Mr. DJ. No.
Well, care about bread and butter. They don't care.
Okay. So make
you can go to my name. And I'm talking to you for Twitter. And I tell you saying I lied in the lie.
Make acknowledge few again, then I bring Mr. DJ Foss, my wonderful Miss Iman, welcome Madam, Mr. Arun Samura, welcome sir, Mr. Sanko Yila, see you in the house sir, welcome, Mr. Banks, David Banks, welcome, Mr. Eats Super Lad, welcome sir, Madam Samir, welcome, Mr. Walter, welcome, Madam Alimatu, welcome, Miss Madam S. Salwa Muhammad, welcome. Mr. Prince Bankole Gibson, welcome, sir. Mr. Sheriff Abdullah, welcome. Madam Maria Mataro Ali, welcome. Madam Mr. Arun, welcome. And anybody want to acknowledge, forgive me, please. So now bring Mr. DJ Force back in. Mr. DJ Force. So you don't hear some of the concerns the way Mr. Sise bring come in. What thing you go say in that department in terms of now we start first with the tractors them where I hope say they assume say and hope say it's not true. That's all already they don't send them to the southeast because if we get 16 districts, like how Mr. Sise suggests that now we take Salon out of the equation, but we think about the provinces them, then each provinces forget at least 10 tractor, and that's gonna be a fair distribution for them empower all them district then they for them grow then Sefion rise. So come back in, you go able to give you a better picture. If you don't know, we can left on for another day. No pressure here, but a critical for now we address that, So come back in, sir.
Fair, thank you very much. I want to let this platform be a fair go play. And
Yes, sir.
when I'm speaking, sometime I not go one let somebody cut me off. May they give me the time that I defend Sierra Leoneans then because today with people out there and they go with their support and they go with their vote and we get right for come out and speak on behalf of them and let not allow people we not ready for work for Sierra Leone, then can use this platform for inform or inject the wrong informations. Before I go further, I think say we have Sierra Leone we don't want for change themselves and they don't want for accept themselves. We can't take lie to this nation. No, lie is not going to bring you to power. What is going to bring you to power? A manifesto. So let me go back to the tractors. Tractor now we bring a car. Now we government bring a car. I hope say every tractors where they don't bring car in that country, they has not been distributed yet to any district and to any area. Because first and foremost, now we bring agriculture to the Sierra Leoneans there. And we don't already get 30 million from Indian government, where India be don't try for sponsor Sierra Leone government for let it go able run the pipe bomb. How for the supply then area where they don't survey and where they don't try for support for agriculture, not only local agriculture, but we are talking about industrial agriculture. Wherein if you also we there we embark on agriculture. So let nobody know can sit down here because he's politically stressed and he feels say he will come put the Sierra Leone and the government down and he will come say things them we not right just because he think lying to the Sierra Leoneans will bring his political goal to power. No, it's not going to work, Khadija. Trust it from me. I'm here. I'm representing the SNPP administration. We don't believe in false information. So now one of the things that I will talk about the tractors, because if the pipe they not run it, how are you going to distribute the tractors? And this man they talk about the south and the eastern. Gentlemen, this is a Sierra Leonean. Now let we stay away from being pointing fingers south and east. No, all we have south, east, west, and north in Sierra Leone. These areas are valued. They are marketable to Sierra Leoneans. And we all know say one of the agricultural largest area where me be born at Sierra Leone, where the see papa they be the say where na barabara, where in fact Sierra Leonean not be the eat Chinese rice, na barabara be the come from the northern part of Sierra Leone. But because of mismanagement from the outgoing government, this did not break with agriculture sector in the northern part of Sierra Leone. But everybody knows in terms of rice productivities, na two area, na the north and na the southern area. Now more of the area have been produce rice na Sierra Leone. So why is this political frustration? People from the APC, they can't sit down at this platform, Khadija. You don't need for allow the people here. So we not even start the distribution because they not even run the pipe there for able supply a water where they start this agriculture. And anything way they do, if you not lay foundations, you not go succeed. So this man not therefore they lie to the people. You think that is going to bring APC to power? No. We will only vote for a political party that is ready to take the responsibility of Sierra Leoneans to reduce poverty and hunger in Sierra Leone. So I will tell you, say they not distribute the tractors. As CCC 91, they make figure 5,586,000 wage bill. I know, Khadija, give me a platform, a little bit, make her educate the public out there in this way this man is try for talk, because you don't know what's in a wage bill. Because if you know the meaning of wage bill, then you don't need for light to Sierra Leone. Make it also remember, say, there are people who are mathematicians, who are degree holders, who are listening to this platform, and they know exactly when you talk about wage bill, what do they mean? You know? Okay, one of the things that when the government don't they try for work on, really for reduce this wage rate or employment rate or food, this bread and butter, make her educate. Now, one step I just thought when I'm under car wash, but you know, you cut me off. I want to go step 2. And step 2, one of the things that when the government don't they try for focus on, where that man they try for criticize them when education, you know, without the brain here, if the brain don't get knowledge for able work for the people there, you know, they survive. So I will come to education, but let us go into the employment rate. When this man they talk about wage bill, make our waiting JJ Safado try for you. JJ Safado invest money so much so that under the employment of health workers, up to 4,000 between 2019 and 2020. It don't able not only the number of employees that will come in, but it don't able employ over 4,000 just under the health sector. You see, so that's now an improvement from 2019 to 2020, 4,000 under health sector. Where they were now bread and butter, it don't increase salaries, it they pay salaries on time. So also now bread and butter, we Mr. 91 is try for criticize just because he feel we will put this government down. No, and it also increasing 4,000 in 2020, in 2019 to 2020. It don't also additional 2,500. You see, recruiting under the Ministry of Health. So if person not get information for can't talk about it here, let you know can begin pass on information where you not get for benefits Sierra Leoneans there. You see? Alright. Step 3. This government don't able give out 3-month minimum wages, salaries to up to 2,500 to tourism sector. This also now a part of development. People need to understand it here. People need to take them here serious.
Sir, I want come in. 1 second, sir. One second. And I want to talk about tourism. Everything will take steps by step.
It's bread and butter we are talking about. You know, sometimes when I want to speak here, you don't allow me. We are talking about bread and butter.
No, 1 second, sir. Just like I've been do to Mr. Sise, if the need. 1 second, sir. One second, sir. Listen, there's time where I get for come in and say 1 or 2 things you get for patience with me. I know we deviate from the specific areas where they talk on. Yeah, come back in, sir. Your volume, check your volume.
You need to accept by going into tourism because this is also part of employment and bread and butter. Why do you think we are paying so much salaries in this area? Why you don't want the public to know about this bread and butter in this sector? It is Sierra Leoneans working in this department. And right now, COVID-19 has closed all hotels. They are not working. But look at the economy, the budget, the government is pouring into that area. This is part of bread and butter. People need to understand. So if I talk about tourism, that's the reason I have to go there because we have paid so many salaries, over 2,500 people working in that department. Do you know how many millions dollars we have pouring into that sector? That is part of bread and butter. Now, Mr. Sise 91, I'm ashamed of him degrading education today. You know, free quality education in progress. Payment of 75% of salaries to university students and polytechnic lecturers. This is also part of bread and butter.
Sir, which university?
Every university in Sierra Leone today are benefiting from. Yes.
Many Sierra Leoneans go challenge you, say one of the 1 second, sir. 1 second. 1 second. I get for interject sometime. when you they say every university, that means every university, and Sierra Leoneans go challenge you with that statement. The reason being, not so long ago, several months back, one of the civil society activists with joined voice with some of the students them, they arrest them, then detain them, even though they later left them. Because the students them still they get some challenges them for them and go able for help them, for them pay them education, for them further the education. So I want to get unclear way to say every university, obviously it's not every, maybe they're in the process to do so, but that statement is not correct. Come back in, sir. Check your volume, sir. Check your volume.
Thank you very much, Khadija.
Welcome,
I
sir.
will only educate you in that area. If your university is a private university, then you cannot get any benefit. That is all I can tell you. But as long as it is government and it is being, it has already fulfilled the requirement of being a university in Sierra Leone, then I want to tell you now, I want to inform the public that we have already taken care of 75% of salary to all university payment and polytechnic. Do not forget about polytechnic. Also, 75% to all lecturers and people working in this area. That is also part of bread and butter. I want every Sierra Leonean to listen to this information. And this government is on top of everything that Sierra Leoneans voted them for, to come and take responsibility for them. So, okay, provision of schools. I'm coming.
1 second. No. I don't want to do that, sir. I want to take on step by step. What I want to focus on bread and butter with stable food and rice.
This is bread and butter. It is people working in this area.
1 second. 1 second. I want you please allow me for moderating. Please, yeah. You get time for stretch and how you call them. And give we more detail in those areas, but I want to give step by step how we go able to solve some of this problem. We take a break and I play some of the videos of Sierra Leoneans them waiting. Then they say, not to me they say and not they, but they play 1 or 2 videos. Now you listen to the commercial and then you come back again and see how you go solve these people them problem, because maybe some of the areas there where they make emphasis on, they tend to forget them. So now play some of the where now you hear from them. One of which, now the 100-day evaluation of which sitting president from the voice of the citizens them within a bow. Will they come right back?
In this 100 of SLPP, small difference there. Say we saw 100 days of APC by Anes by Kuruma it deliver. We see some parts of the country work day, but this 100 days, me and not see no work it.
You don't see that yet?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, if you want to see something, what's in the recommendation or the advice where you go give the new direction or the big one that will listen to you?
The advice where me they give to the big one then, and to the other they listen to me. This now the first 100 days. Una love forgive the man. Love say for the next 90 days, what you get for you. Because for now, excuses them boku. So now that's
okay. Just one thing where you go and see where the president go do. We're going to make it begin count on it.
Well, first, let's start on roads. Because roads, if you continue with the next starts, roads, including the continuation, development go there. From there, we'll get NIG. Where NIG then a country, we will get Boku factories, investors and they come. That lights.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll continue for talk. This is the Storm Salon, and we then Anes stroke Biolin. Right, yes, young woman, you name it. What you can do?
My name is Janet Malta Cabo. Me not train and qualifying nurse. I done my course since 2014. So we the volunteer na one PHU when I name Mayoki. We be there. All of the study government say because enable pay we. It's a little man sit down. Right now we all sit down with the suffers. When things that they go up every day. Things that they go up every day. Right now, as a trained and qualified nurse, now they say for my able to sustain my family, my mama no well, it don't suffer, it don't pay for me. So this level, at least I don't able to do something for mama now. But 2014, I don't done job no day. The former president be say we sit down, work no day, we sit down, we they do nothing. People that they class any kind way, they call names they way not supposed to call me, and they say. Oh my God, right for land at this we can see. We don't land on work now, they will sit down. I do one. you know tell well, you know really tell well. What me just get to tell the president is that may help we love the work. Let's come back now health centers they also be there with they manage with life. Do you make the government do that for you? If you do that for you, we will appreciate us so much. Because past 6,000 nurses they right now so don't work no day. You know really tell well. As a younger, you don't go learn something, you get a license certificate. So you don't suffer and pay for you know they get nothing from there. And every day things that they go up, you get your family where they take care of. You know really tell well. So they talk to the government, do you make look on to it. Not come back now centers them. And not in an everyday experience. Not in an everyday experience, everyday practical. If you don't know a center, if they know they pay you. But they get more experience than when they sit down at house, they do nothing. So now that means for tell the government, do you make look on for you? We they still suffer. We they suffer, we they strain. The past government don't do nothing for we. Then if they go give us say, may nobody not allow NCCHN for travel out of this country. Like for me, I won't give it for travel. I go for interview. Now that makes them not take me for my I go because they say the past government talk say if they pay you well. So nobody know for travel out of salon. So I'm able to go. I thought not for that issue day. Right now then I they suffer, I they perish. If I don't say would I need to survive. I said train and qualifying us by now for them I'm hospital I they work there. I they take care for people then. For me then I also I don't talk to who sellers. So do ya Papa government help me pulling at this one my please.
Thank you very much. And as we the time for round up, now we talk to brother man. You name and what thing you can do.
Mina Abubakar Kamara. I normally been a businessman for now. We dey look for a new direction according to where President Biobi tell we. So we don't get a new direction now, but you know they see no development yet. All see the beer and the market. And what they do business right now, everything they go up. So right now we not get nothing for the do. We just don't want ideally business just go up. All things just is stronger than this country right now. So we need whether I say a new direction we look after. But right now nothing like that. We just know ideally.
If transformation for take place, if you want to see changes, what's some of your recommendations then for making go begin to say the new direction, not begin hammer on the good things then we go make salon develop. Do some recommendations.
Well, for instance, like Madabio, people who be recommend say if they can do then changes there. But according to your campaign, maybe the campaign as a new direction, if you say you can't change salon for now. But let me say, now 100 days they cancel, no new direction, no changes. So yeah, why let this man a new direction for me?
Okay, let's look at the thing we don't talk to him.
So I said, what are the problems the women they face at this part of the country that go?
This problem what they face in this country for the food side. Then this food side, see money. That's one small money what they get to beginning of the school. Like I said, the government talks say free education. We're glad for that. But if food no day, we can not go for land. But if food day, we can go for land. We get a small shop, we not get a long shop. They go for benefits, they go for go. So I don't know they pray when the president go for help we make everything go calm down. Why don't do anything like markets and they go buy things in the village and they come? We say they pray to God, make them say go able for help we for make the food they all go down because we say we no want in our street, we company in our street because of this money business here. But if you able for do markets, you able sell. Likewise, make it go in our street. So I know with the pray to the government, make able for. Sorry for you.
You tell them that you do.
My name is Elizabeth Bonjo. Me the New London and the Sagari. Me concern on AYB to the Papa government. I pray. I talk to Papa government. Make we do price control. Right now, even Ausland the whole day, I'm not Ausland because I'm saying building material don't go up. Pastor facility lights bill don't go up. No one meter for go buy meter. Baby for 20 get for the past 2 months, 3 months before you get meter. So it's not easy. As me, I mean a student net and a Gary are the same. Gary don't go 1,000 for cup. When they buy don't go 250. So I know they buy Gary 80,000, 90,000. More cost like this one they get with profit. But right now it's not easy. Ausland don't go up. So I know we pay Ausland 250, 300. Right now 400, 500. Even like me don't go up. All things don't go up. They'll be the best about government. May try for we. Some of us are students there. But we don't be the Papa Papa don't die. Now our single parents to do it. It's not easy. It's not easy that we the best about government. May try for we. All things don't go up. Building material don't go up. But some facility not good now the country. Now they talk to Papa government. May try for that side.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, family, this na Tom Salon where they come to you from AYV. As we still then abo, yana.
And I welcome back. So they like I can say as we try for be credible, we will continue for make sure say we get evidence that we they back up with statements, significant points them way the residents them of Bo. And I want before I go to that, Mr. Masbi Jallo, this platform we need to play racial cards. You make a statement, say all the one way they talk not too many people them. Please no use such language. We don't know it's in a Mende or Timini now, so we don't say we not Sierra Leonean. We address we issues them, we address them accordingly. If you want to do anything when an argument, you can go ahead and argue, debate. But please no, we refrain from saying anything, any racial card, any tribalistic statements way designed for divide we as a nation. No, we not do one, please. So going back to my statement, some of the significant points that we they make. This was 100 days of His Excellency President Madabio from the voice of the citizens them, where basically then they na how you call them na Bo, and this interview been done by AYV. Obviously, I assume say AYV na credible media house where they na free Sunday. As in I can see the logo na the background and the one that we do so some of the things that we didn't say, they make a statement say too many excuse, and they want to see some of they make comparison in terms of the road where the then president left, and then they look forward for net and do more in terms of that or continue the route. And then they also talk about energy slash lights, basically the energy referring to the lights. They also make an emphasis say it's supposed to be new direction, so then they expect things for go in a different route in a positive way. Another person will identify in profession when a nurse. He also talk about how they suffer and in terms of campaign and food, and then also then give specific amounts in terms of Gary. Then give the example, say at some point it was 80,000 to 90,000. Now we don't get to 250 at that time. 100 days of President Bill. And then he also give an example of the rent, which was 250 and now it's 250 to 300. Now they go to 400 and 500 at that time. So I don't know if it don't get even worse because it's obviously 2 years later. So now we come back in. Now we talk on that. So I don't know what thing that you take on that, Mr. DJ Force. This not so person and Sam. We go say, oh, now people the way they live in the diaspora. This not people the way they actually they when it gets this constraint. So again, like I say, we slowly they move to the next topic. But if we don't done from your suggestion in terms of how we go able for take care of this bread and butter issue, if there's any other thing where you go on add to that, I just want to add, because we're not deep at debates but rather finding solution. Then we'll go move to the next one, sir. Come back in, sir, before I bring Mr. Mohammed in. Check your volume, sir. Check your volume.
Thank you, Madam Khadija.
Welcome, sir.
And I want every Sierra Leoneans who they listen to this program, may they understand what is the meaning of bread and butter. First and foremost, if we're not able to understand the meaning of bread and butter, then we are wasting time here. Because when I'm highlighting about
1 second, sir, yeah? Forgive me,
university,
sir. Mr. DJ Force, I bring you come right back here. Mr. Jallo say I only play Bo City. So make I play another one and then we'll come right back here. Make I play another one where obviously it not be from Bo now other concerned Sierra Leonean. Then we'll come right back, yeah? It challenge the platform, so make and get some other concern from other Sierra Leoneans.
Mina Musa Jallo, born Konedugu district, reside from Yagama Kono district. Then Mina strong supporter for this present government. And I know let me government fail. Mina driver, which are they see inside this week, the police and the warden. The president need for call the Minister of Transport, the Deputy Minister of Transport, Minister of Internal Affairs, let them put the police them down, let them able to talk to the driver there. But people they suffer, the buses they suffer, passenger who they suffer from Waterloo to Freetown, who they suffer. And I don't see, I don't know, I don't read. For the they turn Maki Junction between Bombay, then they turn and they go back. If you go Bombay 2 o'clock, you know I mean not who think cause that? Because of the police and the warden, then they harass, then they collect money, then they harass too much the driver. So that because the driver them back. Now COVID-19 will not for flop. we not for load the capacity. So there they give a cost, the driver them back, they not go able to fulfill because they go for give master money, they go for buy fuel, they go for pay toll gate. So let the president, now me party this, now me government this, and the defender, and they talk in behalf, let you go all out, let call him Minister of Transport, a minister, Deputy Minister of Transport, like the Deputy Sabi Musadik. Let call the minister, let them call the police to on board, let them arrange this to or else we go fail.
So how you feel like all this way they happen? Because however, we they say the government say they make better money because the police them, traffic in them, they arrest them for pay booking and other things them. And you know the driver, you know what any booking and I can happen.
Of course, we they book na Texaco, we they book na PMB, we they book na Joe Junction, we they book na a shell company, we they book na Ferry Junction. So then they not to see where if the president wants to succeed now due to this condition where the COVID-19 they all over the world, people they suffer. Let call the internal affairs minister, let call the transport minister, let them sit down, let them talk to the police and the world, let them see the president and the whole world not under good control situation or good. But if not that the people the massive they suffer from Rwanda to here and they pay 10,000 for cancer filter. What thing they cause that? Because of the harassment of the driver. Then the driver married. The police married. Government they pay police, they pay warning. The driver most of we know they get money to monthly salary. But through the driver they drive, we get work for the pay rented. Out of the police they bill us. What in the bill us? Driver not bill us. So the harassment is too much. Let President Bio enter. If you want to succeed, then Ben Kelfara. This special message they go to Ben Kelfara, the anti-corruption commissioner. Let him investigate. Let him put the eye. Now the highway, the transport sectors, or else then go fail the nation.
So you feel say with all waiting they happen, if government continue for left, then people here then go fail or they not go fail.
Who go fail? Now my own party, I know allow loss, but the transport from Waterloo to here, now they reach. Who they suffer? People they suffer. Who go fail?
Thank you. Fail? Thank you.
I don't like nobody.
And I welcome back. So like I can always say, you as well as the what's in the called in at the panel the viewers then I get right for challenge and I be one play and then this young man no say even this gentleman who been the talk now other a give himself a name and also a bond and identify himself as a supporter and a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party, and you hear the frustration and in pain and in concern where it gets of things them areas they would need help. So when you get say, oh, that video then only boy happened, so I just me one kind of like tell you say not only boy all over Sierra Leone you hear complaints, and I think say I go share many more later on. Make I come back Mr. DJ Force now finish before I bring Mr. Cisse. Mr. Cisse, thank you for your patience. Mr. DJ Force, come back in, sir. Check your volume, sir. Check your volume.
Okay, thank you very much again.
Welcome, sir.
We get for no saying as Sierra Leone they be the talk. We get for no exactly talking about 100 days, but people are not really taking their responsibility serious. When we take power, the one inside that 100 days, the economy will revamp. The economy will inject into Sierra Leoneans. Every Sierra Leoneans who they listen to this platform will able to testify say yes. We're able to bring the local council on the streets, and those will be the clean that dirty, will be the take dirty, we will bring hygiene to the people not to free the be the do now pay will be the pay them. Yeah, even city council. So also now they will start already the bread and butter. How many transportation?
Mr. DJ Force, and they come back in, they talk about job and we go come to job later. I want to we focus on one, identify the problem.
They say 90 days, the government not do nothing at the video.
Okay, one second, sir. They're not saying 90 days, they're not do nothing. Then give specific areas of concerns them. That's one. And we're not here to basically debate. We don't do that the other day. And for now, we acknowledge, we realize, say, we establish one thing now, so which is issues where they go on our country and where they try to find solution. So this gentleman, it bring in specific issues them in terms of the transportation area, then we call upon the specific minister for now go able for improve in that area. In terms of the bread and butter issue, then where the people then talk at right time as they talk, they say there's a lot of excuse without holding accountable. That was only 100 days, and this is about 2 years later. So you still go say I don't want. I mean, you can continue for defend. That is fine. But at the same time, I want you give with solution as to how we go come out by this problem for bring about a better mama salon where the Sierra Leoneans then go able for meet them basic necessity and the one where they focus on. I don't want to give me the things them the jobs there where they give Sierra Leoneans then where they give them money, but rather how we they able for take care of this rice issue. How then we go able for bring rice na salon for then go able for whether an agricultural way or whatever way. Now that's I want to focus on. When we come to that other areas there, you can bring those examples. Come on in, sir. Thank you for your patience. Oh, check your volume, sir. Check your volume. We need to hear you.
I'm appealing to this platform. You are our host, and people are listening to us. Allow me, let me express myself. Allow me, let me educate the people. You have played two stories here, two information here about Bo, about Kono, about transportation. In 100 days, we already don't did. Now, now they talk about. But they constrain them. Now, the people that don't express now. So allow me, let me educate the people.
Again, let me come back to you. I don't want to we begin to say, oh, we don't get this job, this ministry. No. I want to we talk about how we they bring guys to them.
We are talking about bread and butter, and it is when employment is being paid for at the end of the month, it is bread and butter. I want people to understand
you are getting me wrong. I want you listen to me on statement what I present to you, sir. Of course, when person work, then they get money. But how are they able for bring rice in a salon? We sustain.
No,
rice.
We don't go away from that because we don't go.
No, we don't go away from there. Okay, if you don't done with that, then we didn't go to the next one. That means you not get any other addition to that area.
No,
so I go, okay,
wait
wonderful.
For me.
No, sir, I'm not gonna wait for you, sir. Sir, I will not wait for you because I don't want to know you can. You give me a list where you don't write for saying that this the government don't do for give this person job. No, I want to know we be honest here. How will they bring rice not for salon for Sierra Leoneans then? Then go able for get enough rice, or if that bakery, then they able bring them for the people then go eat bread. Now that's I want to we focus on everything I want on one, and then I present the
so
next
let me forget about the audio that you have played. I don't need to talk about it.
No problem, because all the problem is
so already in my speech here, I have already told you about agriculture. Somebody don't carry bunk and say we are lying. We have already distributed the tractors. So I'm not forgetting anything I'm saying to the public, but I'm not going to sit here somebody lie against this government because he wants to come to power. We don't talk about agriculture. We don't talk about salary, rebumping the wages so that they put into the society just for let we make this bread and butter. Let we grow. Now, we don't come into bold. Somebody talking about 100 days. I want to highlight the public about that video they play, but you know they give me chance. I don't know which one you want me to talk about because the solution, I've already said it to the nation that we need to feed ourselves. That is why the government have promised every Sierra Leonean that he will bring these people, he will bring Sierra Leoneans into agriculture. Somebody can say, no, we are lying. We cannot provide agriculture. He will also talk about education. He also talk about Mende. He also talk about South and East and North. I want to clear all this area, but I think...
Okay, go ahead, sir. Not give you the privilege.
You are not giving me
okay, go ahead.
The right
no,
to
the
talk.
Only the side why they make they try for you refrain from doing for say, oh, we don't provide this job, then they come under employment.
It is part of bread and butter.
Okay, well, sir, I'm going to move to the next. Okay, I'm going to move to the next, sir. I'm going to move to the next then, okay? So I will bring you come when it comes to employment for now you will speak on that area. Okay, Mr. Mohammed, many of them complain about the few one day where they interviewed and complain about them basic necessity when are the bread and butter. What thing you don't take in that area? We focus specifically on that area. No, so if you don't give some, if you don't get any, would you move forward now, sir? Go ahead, come on back in.
Yeah, I always get plenty. And we even had for answer DJ for some question back for her. If you know able to answer because you made the SLP.
No, don't say I don't know able to answer. Now the woman where they host me, I know they give me chance. They know they give me chance. And like I say,
since DJ first they get writing answers, tell her research what they call hybrid rice farm. Now the solution to Sierra Leone agricultural problem. We need hybrid rice farming. Okay? DJ first, look at the right and the week I can compete.
Wonderful.
Because what you for the way you do in governance for listen. Them audios, then they when people and they cry and their frustration and the vent out. Listen to them, now you go address. Don't pretend as if everything is okay. Anyway, we can teach for tax. Now you know what they for listen to. Just today, nine Radiswara information minister today blog about Kisisi Roman like Boku talk. Imagine after we JJ blog this is a Roman like platform. These are the kinds of things. So for let DJ for Sidona, anybody who's talking to you, the moderator, argue with you. It's how easy going to listen and take on board.
So
I've been saying this platform now for long we learn. However, moving on to the Khadija, pose any question, I will go straight to the question. I promise you I will not behave like SLPP.
So wait, are you speaking of a man where I've been holding ice team 9? They say Silunians they get Boku talk?
Yes.
The information minister.
Information minister, father to President Bio in hell.
Wow.
Now the right of the people of Sierra Leone, they express concern.
Oh, I'm
Something is wrong. Whether Yusuf Keketoma is not doing his work, or information minister is not. No wonder Adebayo is claiming prominence because there's a gap.
So now go to the next.
Is that bread and butter you're talking about?
Yeah, no, go to the next.
This is where the argument starts. You guys cannot.
Okay, I go to the next, please.
That's not the issue of bread and butter.
Guys,
talk about the issue here.
Okay, so we go to the next.
Talk about how to bring the solution, and you guys are now running propaganda. They want DJ for to listen to you people.
Okay, propaganda and statements were not correct. Well, maybe sometimes somebody will lie.
That is exactly what the host is doing.
If we information minister makes such statements, it's rather unfortunate.
That is propaganda. Let him go to bread and butter and the question
Khadija.
Okay.
You think you're going to allow people with no information to talk here?
Get the evidence with her now, like I tell you.
I don't want to interfere.
Don't now, DJ First tell me, say, me not saboting a wage bill. Well, DJ First, I'm an academy. In case you want to obtain a wage bill, now the amount of wages by an employer to an employee, whether industry pays staff or whatever, the money government they spend per salary and a wage bill. Ask JJ Staffa. I don't need to be an economist. Me na calculator at the O. I even know what it means for go to the market woman. The paperwork I be they buy. If you then be giving 10,000 during APC term inside SLPP, I need 30,000. The market woman no. Now they go ask how it they fail. DJ First the rest will be they buy so time. Now if it costs so now the time for talk. Khadija bring me a year, not get a civil engagement, or not find a solution in respect of Sierra Leone's bread and butter. Now, when I come bread and butter, not to win. But Khadija, like what I tell you, DJ First talk a lot of things them where you know sabi. Condemn me say me not saboting a wage bill, then you know give definition. But anyway, I think go that side. DJ First is my brother.
Yeah.
Not get civil engagement.
Yes.
DJ First they talk about paying hotel 3 months. Is right. They pay 3 months in advance, now part of the wage bill. We say as a
that is not part of. That is not part of. Don't say I don't know.
DJ First, I beg. DJ First, learn from me. For a matter of fact, me don't live UK 23 years. I buy ticket, I travel past and for now I feel what it means. Believe you me, DJ First, I know the issues that pass you. Me not so like you wait they call and they fool you. They ask you. I talk to the ordinary people. So when you want to go to the market, if you come, if you say honey. That 250,000 is not enough for me. Now I would get 500,000. I know what it means because during APC time, 250,000 we eat till tele. Now make I tell you something, yeah? Did you want to read something about hotel and tourism? You talk about university. University fees don't go up by 75%. Did you first they talk about free education? I don't know what they go do now. Free education. Why did you?
Yeah, one of the yes.
Why ministers and they send the picking? Why did they put the picking at government school?
Yes,
so a private school and they put the picking. They talk of free education.
One of the women where they interview. One of the women where they interview, he also acknowledged the free education, but he say how the picking will go school, which coincidentally I don't talk on this platform. How the picking will go school where it be said they not get food for it. Which is critical.
Can I explain to DJ for starting our free education? So
no, we'll go to that. We'll get to the education, sir. Please.
They say, if you don't understand what you are Khadija.
Okay, now wait for Salim muting at two.
Khadija,
yes, sir. No, wait.
Okay, make I tell you. Khadija, when you talk of free education, I'll tell you, for example, now UK process them they want it. UK, we will get picking in a UK. They get something they call child tax credit.
or bread and butter and
working tax credit. The one day when they work na working tax credit. Now for top of his salary, so you go able to afford for my bag, feed the pikin, get lunch, and take out to food.
That's
You understand it? When you go, you pay fees for your pikin. The money na get for buy uniform, na get for feeding pikin, na get for get lunch, na get for buy bag. Not for free education and free school fees. Then people are the first thing for us is free education. Education encompasses a lot.
Okay, no, we'll go cancel the education, sir. We'll go cancel the education. So the next one where I want to touch on, if we use the Maslow hierarchy of need, safety, like I say, I'm and the force, safety needs, yeah, where basically in a personal security, employment, resource, health, property. So if we they talk about safety, we don't see say when it comes to the violence, it still exists in a salon. We don't see say there's a lot of abuse or a lot of force being used by we moral guarantors them. So I want to we talk about how we go able for improving that area. What thing will be your suggestion? And I will bring back again Mr. DJ Force. I did bring you cancer patient me Mr. Sise. Mr. DJ Force, I want to bring you come in, no, take and step by step. The first side, for where I put now with flyers say, no, we get we brothers keepers mentality. What do I mean by that? If the north them, then they feel suppressed, or the south then they feel suppressed. Now the north then say, okay, we all now one. No, we still not allow for now we be divided as a nation. Now the north no attack the south, now the south no attack the north. Rather now we know say we not Sierra Leonean. That's one. If political party then they say, okay, go attack this person because in order in SLPP or in order in APC, no, we say no, we are better than this. We are Sierra Leoneans. That's what I mean by the brothers keeper mentality. If certain people are being treated as in like the main opposition say, then they hold them accountable, but then the when it comes to the SLPP, they're not holding accountable. Now we speak, say, okay, this is not right, because all this not part of gearing towards national cohesion. You understand? If the military force, then whether even from the then administration, we don't see say violence then back may exist, but now we try to find solution how we go talk against that as well. And in the present, how we go able for advice we governments them and the man and woman them in uniform say then they not use the gun so fast. There's other method where they go use for kind of like hold the person accountable. If even somebody takes stone, it's not equally, so that's why they take bullets and make them. So how we advise them for that and kind of like get more training and a better way we then go handle the citizen them. Come in, sir. Mr. DJ Force, come in, sir.
Thank you to all listeners. Thank you to the host. First and foremost, the citizen living in Sierra Leone need to know their rights, their limitations, and their responsibility. Once they know about them here, they go find out say there will be no violence in our society. Because now something they do before it result to violence. Now law you dey break before police arrest you. One thing we dey try for failure, we don't travel, we don't candidate. Parts of this world, this is general knowledge. I know they go deep. We know they try for educate we borders out there in Sierra Leone. How police are treating us here. And what are the laws we obey here? When we obey the laws they here, when we go back to Sierra Leone, we want to show that we know everything more than them. Now, I also want to say to bring solution to that area there, how for save people or how for save violence, how for save injuries until we try for respect with police, until we try for respect with authority, with government them, what we vote for, then you will find out say we will live as a peaceful Sierra Leoneans. But we say where they live now overseas here, we get a greater responsibility to take the knowledge that we have acquired in this part of the world to start implementing it in Sierra Leone. Here is a country where I'm living in America. You dey walk on a street, policeman they pull you over, he say, hey, excuse me, you don't know you know Sabi, it's try for search you, you know they fetch up. But in Sierra Leone right now, a police there on the street, a call any citizen, a try for search up, and they result into violence. Why? The knowledge. Education is our problem. Naime President Bill make no mistake. He say education is our problem. Because once the society is highly informed about their role of responsibility with knowledge, stuff with knowledge, then you go find out say there will be no violence. Even though in every society there must be violence sometimes, then but it will be limited until the Sierra Leoneans they try for respect their authorities, their police. 2 days ago, I watched a video. Constantly citizens living in McKinney, they abuse the resident minister in Mama for the rest of the day. Why? Are they above the law? No, they are not. And then anybody where lawbreakers, the police they not get limitation on you. They not encourage you. Police they only respect those who don't break the law. So Khadija, if we dey try for find solution, how for solve this problem, let the citizen know say no political party no own Sierra Leone. Now we self get Sierra Leone. Political party is just there to be able to form government. That's all. But the law is above all political parties. The police are above all political parties. Until we respect those areas, then we can bring a result good for ourselves. But once citizens try to be, taking the law in their hand for themselves, man, the police will never encourage lawbreakers. That is all. I hold it there for now.
Thank you. I want to challenge you on behalf of peace loving Sierra Leoneans, or we the one the way then now we chatting on with the watch we. Yes, this platform always they encourage for everybody be a law-abiding citizen. But when you know better, you do better, and education begins with the one that way they as leaders, you understand. Then for they where they set the pace, they set the example for say violence is not the way. If even with any family you get the one and go say this na that guy is speaking, you understand. It not mean say that guy is speaking they deserve for get killed. You not go say because there's violence happening outside of Sierra Leone or from the places them in the place of like George Floyd in your case in America thinks say you make that example they say now that's we serve a Sierra Leonean for copy. So again, when we they look for solution, we they identify the problem, we they try for give excuse, but we they try for advice the men and women in uniform as to waiting at the best way them for handle citizen them. If they call them in the event of a crisis, say oh with the alahala na SLPP party office in Kenema, then go there, they behave fine, wherein no life not been gets killed. The time again under this coronavirus, the people then come out whether it was Kenema or Bo, we not agree, nobody not been get killed. In the case of the pro-election post-election violence, Kenema again, then it was a rampage. Nobody was killed, you understand? But again, the concern where Sierra Leonean gets when it comes to specific areas, whether it's the North or if it's the main supporters of the main opposition, then they use force, working results in people them losing them life. So we on place now, we don't identify this issue, we don't see the selective justice, we don't see the obvious. In the case of Tombo, they became them vex, then they send, unfortunately leaving some people then get hurt when the man there in uniform on their way going there because they were so angry, life back gets killed, somebody get killed there. So now we don't identify them problems there. So we have to be honest with ourselves as Sierra Leonean in effort for now we're able to see a better mama salon. So now we goal is now how we go advise them man they are a woman them in uniform when they call them in a crisis like that, wherein they go use other ways wherein they will save life without they not kill anybody. We don't see in the case of the Pademba Road saga, you understand, a lot of people then die. So we cannot shy away from the truth, but rather we for speak truth to power. I want to bring Mr. Sisena Ingi on take as to waiting you believe say now a way in terms of solution or advice for now we're able for minimize the killing, the violence starting from the men and women in uniform where they supposed to be the moral guarantors. Come on in, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. I think this is still related to the Maslow theory of safety.
Correct.
I think this safety na a basic right. Safety na a basic human right, na a basic human need, na a necessity for every mortal man wherever he do in the world. Now, it make you get international organizations then will ensure people are safe, even if a government becomes reckless. As in the case of Sierra Leone, a reckless behavior for like a presidential guard, and they go shoot at armless, ARMLESS, armless. That's another weapon, another arm. Okay? And for letting then they take gun. They want they did. Now, like when they do a sports for killing, I think if you talk about a basic human need for safety, you therefore consider the security of employment, morality of family, then you therefore talk about security and even the security, resources and security of the body itself. But let me tell you something that is happening in Sierra Leone. The men and women that have been recruited, they were recruited on tribal lines. Now, when they come, they say, not Timapo, and now this is our government. Now, the professional codes of these officers, they move away from her. Now, inside Sierra Leone, they see police officer, they arrest us, he say because he meets former president in picture, and he was Nigeria. Seriously. And they talk about open, they say this is evidence. DJ first they talk here say them cause Abu. I'm talking to you now from Akane. They say them cause Abu in Mama. DJ first you want for quantify and the killing of people.
That was one thing.
Is that commensurate? Even to DJ first is like these things don't bother him at all. Now just that SLPP mentality, we are being attacked. The other day, DJ first they tell me say the mandate and they bring resource system so people to respect them. DJ Force, dare you? I did not even go into that because I want a discussion where somebody then they can tell and say DJ Force, if anybody qualify, me qualify pass you for discuss try. Because I am a think so. Now let me tell you something. The Kamajoke then give a uniform. And they think with impunity.
Look at this.
With impunity. When you take uniform, if you are like you take one again monkey, and if you say that guitar, the way people in the follow way they fire them, if you to say that play the guitar, more they fire more. For God's sake, the police they get codes of conduct. The people that are doing the killings, we will find them, we will bring them. There are two types of people there. Tribal hardliners that have been crowded. And then also, they take just them. People that where they specifically bring on board for this purpose, they bring them. And let me tell you something. We only believe in one thing, people power. I swear to the God, we don't need guns, we don't need bomb, we don't need nothing. The international community, when they need me, and they intervene, and then get bomb, however Salon get bomb, however get gun. Now there they see soldier, Salon police, they eat in gun, Iran, because when you see real soldier man, they say if the man say talk this about argument, fall a def no get argument. As he put the def so in that champion the commot. Because me they see a soldier they protect life and property. Police then are for keep the peace. Traffic police are worried they start Sierra Leone and the law abiding, no not lawless. Now this government they call them lawless, call them terrorists. If traffic police they stop, you stop. Always you can negotiate. You don't look at you pay them, then you left you. So awarded. So what this means say they call police, they behave so, they feel to say, look, people want to come out and protest. Why are you stopping them? And they basic human right. If you don't protest, what do you expect them to do? On social media, some they cause, some they do so they become frustrated. The government should be listening. So as far as me concerned, security for property no dey. You see Sandy, the minister of non-honorable Sandy, will be get us to minister who know how reckless he is. Sandy they sell on top sell, they pull land and people they earn convert. Even the Bible says that shall not convert their neighbor's property. Sandy they do land and he's a Christian. Then what about employment? will not the tribal line appointment and the political sackings there when they take place. DJ forces are aware. They say monkey work, monkey eat. They're not that way. And let me tell you, morality of family. Family no moral because what this government to do, even without free education, they take away the dignity from the papa and the picking and you know wait in 3, 4, 5 years, they picking say papa left me, not pay for me, the government will pay for the school. How about you give that papa job for make you get the dignity for work hard and pay for a picking? You know, we let DJ first discuss the issues there. This not a music will they play.
Yeah, I want you come back again. Not deviate, and then we'll go back to some of those underlining issue later. Back, I want you bring those later. But I want you make give you some more suggestion as to how what thing we go do in terms of for like advise them in terms of for minimize the violence, and then also before you come back in, I want play one all done in a part of the security where Arata I be don't talk multiple times at this platform so I can like for give authentic evidence for CC not selective justice should be a no and every Sierra Leonean for feels safe not only with in terms of the military but also with their fellow citizen. So I want to play that there and they come right back.
This is Arata talking. Son of the soil, born Sielomobo. Let me one say people, una lucky, that's Galia, not a swear. Una ask us every question. Where is Salomon Ebola? It's actually President Madabio, a come, he do so, give support to an Escoma. The country gets epidemic, it gets coronavirus. If an small scale of people, they come and team up with Madabio and fight against coronavirus. But watch yourself, with the fight against coronavirus, the FPC, the bastard FPC, they pass around, they're going to cause Alaki. Madabio, His Excellency the President, authorities are not for. I die for you, authorities are not for. You don't become two lapses. Madabio, you're a soldier. Send the combat and back. And let's come out. Et bien, plan Alaki now da. Et plan Alaki now da. Sierra people, if as well as let's Sierra Leone, and they come and team up with Madabio and fight against coronavirus. Look at that person today. Look at that person tomorrow. Warning, Sierra people stop. Madabio, His Excellency the President, you're a soldier. Do like soldier. A soldier is always a soldier. This is your sword. True son of the soil. I got a papa speaking talking. We don't pass office now. I don't regard so. No bush shaking on the place. Before you go fall, like a fall. Before Madabio go fall, like a fall. I don't die for Madabio government to be a coward. Salute, Pastor Jimmy Songa, the son of the soil, the poor people chairman. Salute, Pastor Jimmy Songa, the poor people chairman. Respect to His Excellency President. Madabio, you know, soldier man, take combat back. And let's go on the plan like he. And let's go on the plan like he. Where's the big Ebola?
Welcome back, and I welcome back. So that in just authentic evidence for show one of the many things that we unfortunately Mr. Tarawali don't do to another country, they commonly known as Arata. So again, what would they talk about? Safety, security. It does not only limit it to the military or the police officers them or the or we moral guarantors them, but also we fellow citizens them. We basically may not necessarily share the same political party, but at the same time everybody get for feel free and feel belong and feel safe for go about their day-to-day business. And also if you talk, Mr. Sise, I bring you come back in, sir.
Thank you very much. From the subsequent video where you show, you see Arata, the well-known SNPP talk, international community Sabian, you see INEF, and a painter red. The one that we sabi the history of violence, they go tell you in a clip, a talk, state-sponsored toggery. And guess what? Take the police no one they cross-examine Arata, no arrest her. In fact, he was seen with the car in the drive the streets of Freetown. In fact, he was escorted by military vehicle at constituency 1110. But let me tell you this. I was dating Tarawali Sabia, and Papa became a king, instead at some point before he came Freetown. This is not the Arata we know. And sooner or later, it will not say that they use her. But let me tell you what happens when the APC come to power. We are not going to be going after people chasing after them. If we say we do that, we will end up like the SLPP. What do? We did promote peace, the gospel of peace, not division. People let me for feel safe. They need for feel confident when they walk down the street. Nobody will follow them. There is no way me go serve na any APC government where they go after people. This na be thief us now us not do and so. This na be kill me person not do and so. No. If you get any case, let them bring the person at court, and only a court will determine what they do. And in that court they say, you get political influence, favor, or fear, and no, and any even thing. Meaning they serve na any government will they fail. So me they put this straight, say the SLPP need for more. The first step na cohesion. President Bio stated, I will be a president for all Sierra Leoneans. And they encourage the followers then for let them emulate what the President Bio say. Make them go try for extend this and reach out. But this is not happening. Like I said to you, we have seen the recruitment today that are done in bad faith. The recruitment today, the past police recruitment today, the Delta day, so Southeast tenants. And guess what happens when we come in government? We get for read, we will know the names there, we will know the region inside the common, we will know inside the known. You can see the evidence is clear. Whatever SLPP is doing, if I don't say the evidence go to something they will to win. Because a police officer in named it. We say incommodity. Now SLPP is now they can't begin where they do that thing like where they check. When they check, they ask who say you born. One day when they go for verify, they call them verification. One day nobody not ask police. They will say come on, should I south come on, east come on, no. It's kind of nonsense this. You know, let me tell you something. All this what you don't know. If the SLPP they reach out, promote cohesion, peace, and stability in this country, maintain that peace with Tijan Kaba, even Tijan Kaba and found out. If you don't do that, I will tell you this. Trust me, Khadija. And investors in the come. Now only the private sector now you will create jobs there, will give jobs to ordinary Sierra Leoneans there. That na security, na peace. So me they encourage my brother DJ Force, let you know can them podium there or they can defend. I think say na podium this way me and him for land. Me say they expect for land. The previous podium before I can join this, one of the callers they call, we call, I acknowledge, I say you're right. I say I want to tell you, thank you, God bless you. I could take that to with party officials there. I assure you, as a member of the national executive, I could take them and go advise them by say, na so they say, na so they say. Young one they for say, na so they say, na so they say. I took it on board, but DJ Force for everything he talk. If you talk here right now, say, Salon Dollar, it was past I the APC. And if you know what to say, be. Now, it is not. That is not how you serve. That is not how you love her. Be very sincere. Me like a man when they call me, they want to give me appointment on a certain thing. I not agree. I say I prefer let it go through the process as per the constitution. Can DJ first do that? You know he will do that. So if we reach the Khadija, me to me, security, I will give advice to the government say let them promote cohesion. The one day we go pandemic, we not see this. That's what APC we do. We say to do this. We say where is that taking you? Now 3 years on, nothing or nothing. Khadija was say nothing and nothing.
Yeah. The other,
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The other, you thank you as well. The other thing where I can always say everything begins with oneself. Anything where we they try for see or to do, it begin with the head, not the tail. On a rather unfortunate statement made by we sitting president where it been referred to the main opposition as terrorists and supported by Mr. Austin Johnny. We are also one play that as you know for go back up my statement where I want to we talk about that because all that is part of security. Because let's say if it's in a place where you go make such unfortunate comments, it gets the tendency for trigger something we're not beneficial to we as Sierra Leonean. You like you say for every action there's a reaction, whether it's equal or opposite, whatever the case may be. So I want to play down there. Now we come back again and now we and talk a little bit more about security. They come right back.
What's important, Poppy don't talk yesterday, not also. Poppy don't say terrorists then are this country, whether APC them, they want to terrorize this country. They want to make sure the government will not be functional and not so. So when we say 2024 elections, they go begin to provoke, we say we will not do nothing. So we're so happy that Poppy don't say we will not accept this no more. And we're ready for stand against APC forcefully, vehemently, massively. So on that note, as a leader of SLPP, National Steering Committee, grassroots, and on the power.
So, and I welcome back. There's a lot of unfortunate statements made there. First and foremost, it talks say he acknowledge saying that the president talk so they come and repeat to the other supporters of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Basically, they're not going to take or whatever it was, quote unquote. Another disturbing statement where also Mr. Austin Johnny make, where also can trigger not so pleasant reaction or action is the way he make a statement say 2024. If we all know 2023 now the next presidential election, so many go be concerned. These are all things that we can say this is another defining moment where we all go to observe for see how 2023 they take away. Mr. DJ Force coming in and land, sir.
For giving me the opportunity again.
You're welcome, sir.
And I'm so surprised that CC91 we not even give you solution how to save our security industry and in the hands of the people. You know, it will give nothing. All what the tribe was saying that tribal, Kamajo, tribal, and employment in the police force are just from one region. You know, gentlemen, I'm still educating my people through this platform. We are not going to allow liars to come to power in Israel again. We will vote for manifesto and policies moving forward. Austin Johnny audio or referring to main opposition as a terrorist, whosoever practicing terrorist acts, Israel will be dealt with. The police will deal with the people, whether it be APC or SLPP or whosoever, as long as he carry birth certificate in Israel. This government is working for Sierra Leoneans. It's not working for Chinese. Until we take our responsibility serious, our government serious, then we can move forward. But failing to recognize your role of responsibility in that country, then you are just straining yourself. You are always stressed. I'm so disappointed in CC91 telling me about Kamajo, that they have recruited Kamajos in a police force. Hey, my brother, we don't need war in Sierra Leone again. And you guys are denying with your dubious political gamble you are playing in Sierra Leone, and you think you're going to survive through that. No way. Police recruitment form is the form is coming out to us, is reaching out to us Sierra Leoneans. Be you which tribe, be you which region you are coming from. And I'm so surprised when CC91 is describing Kamajo here, and is calling the free education that it is not free education, and we are forcing people to accept free education. If today you have acquired education and you want to go and misuse our people over there, that they should not put their children and we should not pay school fees for our children, and they should sit exam and spy, then shame on you. Me, I would like to say shame on you. Austin Johnny case, Pape, our president, threw out a very strong warning to every Sierra Leoneans, to anybody who want to use Sierra Leoneans or who want to think that he can use terrorist activity to destabilize the peace of Sierra Leone. He said that he will make sure the law, he will enforce the law against those people. So if APC is now taking it to say the president have accused them
I
to
beg
be
to
a
differ.
terrorist
I'm
party.
going to come back in, sir. The president make and specifically say the main opposition then are terrorists, and that was an unfortunate.
The president
sir, 1 second, sir. I want to acknowledge. Now we be honest with ourselves. That was a mistake from the president for call a political party say they're not terrorists. If even at the then president or the future president call members of the Sierra Leone People's Party as terrorists, it will still be inappropriate and not right. So now we acknowledge sincerely and we condemn such statements. If it not come from the president, Austin Johnny also come back again and back her up, say, you know, what the president don't say him, then people they are not terrorists. So it was a rather unfortunate statement for somebody when at the head, when in for foster national cohesion. So we must acknowledge and we must condemn and we must call things by the name. Come back in, sir. Come back in, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling me back in.
Well, sir.
There is nothing I can condemn here because if you look at all the atrocity taking place in Sierra Leone, it's not Chinese are destroying our police station, challenging our police, or coming to Panema Road to burn Panema Road. No, it is Sierra Leoneans who are practicing terrorism and rebellion activities. Even myself, I will repeat that word here. And I want every Sierra Leonean listening through this podium to know that we are not ready to accept any frustrated politicians to use our citizens in terrorism activities and rebellion activities. We will not allow that. The law will be dealt. The law will deal with you. So, Khadija, I stand by that word. So, and I want you to play our president, what he said. Let anyone don't misquote our president.
One second, sir. Before you get to the president's statement, waiting are you take on waiting Austin Johnny say. Is that right for Sierra Leoneans?
I have said it here when I'm talking. Sometimes maybe the understanding is not coming through to you. Austin Johnny, I said I have strongly support our speech that the president said whosoever is practicing terrorism in that country, the law will deal with the people.
That was, again, I'm not going to have you use this podium to propagate what is not true or what is false. The president specifically called the main opposition as terrorists. Until when we acknowledge that, if not, we're going to move to the next one. And I'm asking you again, is that something we're designed for bring we as a nation? Just like I say, whether it's APC, head of state or future NGC or whoever or a future APC person say that about SLPP, it will not be right because it's not designed for bring we together. So I want you acknowledge, say, the president make mistake on that. And he did say that, and not say there's a difference. If you're saying the president is going to hold people accountable for doing wrong, how come Arata Day, a video himself, he all cutlass, he say he ready for waiting safe people them. How come constituency 110, nobody was held accountable? How come the McKinney, no military personnel or the one that we pull the trigger on them people, then they're not held accountable? So if he's holding people for lawlessness, those will be the example. How come Madam Josephine Jackson was not held accountable with in the case of Ibrahim Conte? And the list goes on. So I know we play games here, but rather now we identify the problem, we try to find solution. That was an unfortunate statement by the president. Now a huge mistake even for investors then. So I know we call them as we say it. Come back in, sir. Your volume, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
thank you very much, Khadija.
You're welcome, sir.
If anybody is now taking himself to be terrorist or any political party is pointing finger to himself that they have named it as a terrorist party or terrorist organization, then I stand with my president. We are in the same room. We are in the same rule. And I will also point finger whosoever is practicing terrorism.
Okay,
from through his political party.
From this day forward, I don't kind of like minimize the type of respect that I get for you. Because for me, like I say, when I left this world, my goal now for Sierra Leone and come together. If you they embrace and you they stand for the wrong thing, then you not love Salon. You love you affiliation, but not the interest of Salon, and you're rather unfortunate. With that said, I'm going to shy away from that. We're going to move forward. Mr. Mohammed 91, come back in, sir.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, until I don't see, this is the SNP region, and this is the call DJ Force.
Sorry, sir. Call it coming. Salon for
fellow Sierra Leoneans,
yes,
this is DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. When we not that name the giveaway, as you see me, my name Mohammed 91 CC. You go to Britain and Sabi that name there for me. No one will call me DJ 91 or DJ APC. Mohammed 91, she say. Now, if you are alone, me na Mohammed 91, she say. My identity is clear, is open. Everybody sabi me. Whether a policeman, whether a governmental, whether a member of parliament, whether a minister, I am a politician. Now, I say this to una. Una do you go hate tonight and know who that una for trust. DJ Force, I don't know. But what you see is what you will get. They don't get two ministers them. We don't call we Boku talk salon people. Then when you talk, they say na Boku talk. In other words, if you zip up, you allow them let them do what they do. 3 months you not do cleaning for money loss. If I talk about DJ Force defense because he was last support from the coronavirus, paid to pay rate. But when they go and check that money, they be the comments. Waiting happen, we don't know. Too many things are happening. These are the people that we want to fight corruption. Now, this woman, they get a platform here. What if you say this platform now for create cohesion? It's taking time. Nobody's paying her. But make them go promote peace, cohesion. Yet you get DJ Force of the SLPP. In the Canada, and they talk say he endorse, he supports, waiting and do this, waiting and that. I don't feel to say self. DJ Force for share a platform with any civilized person, somebody a peace loving Sierra Leone. I don't feel say that for the game platform they like this. And for left on social media, whereby people then you are on your own, learning the cost man, because share this, share that, and then DJ Force fit. DJ Force not for camp an ideological debate or a debate where you see concurrence of the minds, where people then will use the power of the mind for pass information across the fellow Sierra Leone. To me, I detest violence and an adigoniara and not care whether whose political party the person they. If anybody do wrong and anybody preach hate speech or violence, I believe say not to be friend, not to be sister, not to be brother, not to be mama, not to be papa, not to be pikin. So a statement for the president of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Dr. Julius Madabio, call the APC, me as a terrorist. I know I'm not a terrorist. I'm a peace-loving person, a well-educated man. I didn't say Sierra Leone. I didn't invest in this country. When they count the flagship project of free education, I'm supposed to DJ for Susidanda. In the talk, the things the way in one place itself. I supply school utensils and other materials there. The basket fund where they raise money, I put money there. It did it on record. Now let me move away to farming. I did it. Because I need to be a good citizen.
Yeah, 1 second, sir. Call coming and DJ Force. I don't think say anything funny now, so I'm really, really hurt because like Mr. Mohammed at least know he understand me intention for this platform. I believe say with communication there's a lot we can achieve. There's a lot where we can discourage in terms of violence. When we talk, we're able to meet somehow in the middle. We're able to refrain from going attacking with self or cause more mayhem where it will be say it will continue with the instability. Hence the reason why I make a priority. I pray for Salon every day. So when we can also whether na APC do and wrong go, now SL people will for call things by them name. If you they say you support with president for say that, I think it's rather unfortunate and you they laugh about it and not feel good. When they get a call, Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television, kindly identify yourself please. Who side they call from? What's in your name?
Hello,
yes, sir.
My name is Foy Morris. I call from the United States.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thanks, and thanks to all the panelists. I enjoyed the program. Something just kept my attention.
Yes, sir.
What I mentioned quickly. That man, I don't remember his name again. We ask about Austin Johnny. We play after you don't play Austin Johnny in comments, insightful comments. Then you ask and say what you think, but 10 comments and they will Austin Johnny make they return the talk to the comments. We another person make what happen for be the president. Tell us say we the viewers don't see any correlation between the two. Two different people and make those Johnny make insightful comments. The threaten say they will do people so. We're similar to terrorism because of terrorism act too. And the president we don't call the main opposition party as terrorists. So if Austin Johnny now with an SLP executive member, grassroots member, whatever I call that entitled, make them comment they will make. This man sit down at this all the world, they watch him. You ask him that specific question. What do you think about Austin Johnny? In the going ground tongue for full like pass with the talk to with the see to one. It's unfortunate salon politics, some power we not get mind for talk to where we party do on or party don't do on go we some power we do. But it's wrong. It makes things worse. One thing we credible policy of a political party with a small voice you talk to, you make the honest in a two. We see this man talker. We see the SLPP party disassociate themselves with Austin Johnny. This man sit on this program. You don't get mind do that. The Secretary General Napoleon put a statement, although not a hypocritical statement nowadays, but at least he made some effort for put Austin Johnny in a funny position to say you're on your own. This man don't get mind for answer the question when you ask him specifically Austin Johnny in comments. But again, we are watching, we understand the game, we're seeing, and we're knowing each other. Thank you very much. That's a short comment there. And hello to my brother, Mr. Strong, APC comrade, Moment 91. Say, I love you, brother.
Thank you so
I will
much.
take my responsibility here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Another beautiful example of a patriotic Sierra Leonean. Now, one of the APC, I forgot what in title again, where it commend Madam Minister Memunatu Pratt. I want to play this for DJ Force as a good example of good Sierra Leoneans them and how we for they as Sierra Leonean. And I'll go say go talk about of Madam Memunatu Pratt because they're not in the same political party, but rather commend them. So they play that, and then will they come back again.
Wonderful mania. We're going to introduce yourself.
Oh, Mina, Honorable Alaji Buya Kamara. Mina, the proprietor of Buya Hotels, both McKinney and both Loco. And also, Mina, the regional chairman of the APC party, Northwest Region.
And so far, Honorable, what will be your general take on the Minister of Tourism and entire team so far?
Oh my God. If me being get power no more, I'll be ask the Excellency, His Excellency Julius Madam, you do left in my middle force. He did a wonderful job. A wonderful job. From when you don't come here, visit we here, the great thing that we don't do. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. The message we they give for Kangi, the hotel industry. We don't get all the message, good package. They say, oh, let the hotel them start there. All man know able to sleep the gladness, the package. Do ya, Mami Pratt, let them left for day. Let first there with the big, let the first, the Minister of Tourism. Let the first. So that he will able promote the hospitality industry. Let the first.
But what about if people begin say, not to no more a woman, other woman and they?
Well, this now woman plus so. This is kind of hard to see. We are letting left for the first with a big appeal, with the appeal to HE, the Los Madabio, then they left the minister, they force for we, with the Minister of Tourism, Madam Memuna to Pratt.
Okay.
They did the force. Now big with a big. Not to power, but let them left for the force. Because it don't begin to change the industry for we. The tourism industry, it don't begin changing for we. It's do an appeal with the appeal.
Thank you very much.
And I welcome back. Kudos to first and foremost to Madam Memunatu Pratt for the compliments we been given by the chairman of North Region, the APC chairman for the Northern Region, Northwest Region, as he introduced himself. This is not a classic example of calling things by their name. And I will say because not to APC posting Dede as a minister, so you know commend them usa it do good work. So now a good example Danny of how we for the Sierra Leonean when we use the same voice for speak on the truth called truth to power. So I bring you back, Mr. GJ Force. Now I want to ask you about Mr. Austin Johnny. In audio way surface the various social media platform, which one of it was here applying to. We're very disturbing way they call for genocide. What's in your take on that? How you feel about that video? Come on in, sir. And what you go advise Sam? You audio the download. Yes.
Thank you to all listeners to this program. I think say we are all Sierra Leoneans. We are not going to be running the runabout.
No, sir, before you go to all the detail, I want to answer that question directly.
Adikam, Khadija, we don't give me question. Allow me like an answer. We all use knowledge here.
Yes, sir.
Mina ask students. I like to bring history out and I like to debate. I know they just use this for nothing. We have had other political parties calling to bomb Panebaru and calling to bomb CID and police headquarters, but that is not the case here. In Austin Johnny's case, he might be using that phrase, but do you think it's going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. And I'm not going to sit here and people lying on my president, people lying on our president because they want to claim glory for that. You're going to get upset with me because you think
One second,
I don't want
sir.
to say the
One
truth
second,
here.
sir. Before you go to president again, before you go to president, you they say you take that statement there for granted. Say, okay, even though it took you not believe say they go put her into action.
It's not gonna be into action, girl.
So which proof you get where or guarantee where you get for give Sierra Leoneans for say will come to passing, given the obvious of waiting we see.
Very good questions. Why do you think we have the police industry? Why do you think we have security in Sierra Leone?
Right.
Nobody
1 second,
is
sir. Good.
Coming.
1 second, sir.
Coming.
No, as you they talk, I get for come back and interject. 1 second. Great. Why we get the police? So many Sierra Leoneans go ask why up to now Mr. Austin Johnny not been taken to CID, if not so they call him back home for further investigation. Why he has not been detained. Right?
Very good question. Can I come and answer that question?
Sure.
Don't get upset with this platform.
No, I'm not. I'm just challenge questions them. I'm challenging.
I'm not talking to favor opposition here. I'm talking to favor Sierra Leonean, the citizen in the Republic of Sierra Leone. I'm talking to them. I'm not here to encourage opposition. Now, you said they have not detained Austin Johnny yet, but Austin Johnny is like just like if you do this, if you claim this, if you come to Kadiatu Stadium and try to break his studio, then this will happen to you. So they're going to arrest you for that? This is my question to all Sierra Leoneans. He said, if you guys say you're going to overthrow the president in the Republic of Sierra Leone, once you come out to come out on the street to do that, this is what will happen to executive, to zona, to council leaders, to members of parliament, to even
so now, so with the example we give, so then they're more critical compared to that of Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, we right now in war. So if we do thing for one, we for do one for all. I just to give example like that. Then they also totally different from in the case of Mr. Fire, Amara Fire, we go for investigate, then catch him. It also far away different from Mr. Saluti Janjalo, we say, I get authentic evidence say 1.1 million been cost with Chief Minister. I want to get further investigation done before I can publish them. It all different compared to that of the word stem we use for threaten, inciting word. You they incite others for join them, for do something way not healthy for the country, and also whether it put her into action or not. But I give you that example there because all the other people in it, they hold it accountable. So what's special about him? Come back in, sir. Check your volume. Your volume, sir. When I hear you.
Tijanjalo, you are talking. Tijanjalo is a journalist. He's a journalist. He's just a journalist representing even the status in Sierra Leone. So if you are saying Khadija has stolen $10 million or they have put money into Khadija's account, which is $10 million, and the police has gone so far to do the investigation, they have not even found the $10 million. No money has been deposited to Khadija's account. Then I'm liable to arrest. They will arrest you. They will arrest you because already you have lied to the state. But this is something that has not even happened here. It's a word of mouth. So why is he going to be arrested for?
So Sierra Leoneans go want to know why the other folks can be arrested. If
who?
Yes, like I said, the example of Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, to name few, we right now in wall, then they all are in, and many others. In the case of
yeah, thank you very much again in that area. You know, I'm not here to milk the oppositions. I'm not here to satisfy the opposition, but I'm here to work for Sierra Leone to answer questions
so what I
on
want to do
behalf
now,
of Sierra
sir?
Leone. Adikam.
No, sir, we don't already know your answer, so we're not even going to bother. You are never going to give a honest answer to Sierra Leonean. So what I want to do now, what will be your advice and suggestion how we for able for promote national cohesion, how we for able for promote justice where it's not only selected for few but fair for everybody, where one person do thing regardless of the political affiliation, therefore be treated fairly and gets the same punishment as that of the way not the political party. Come back in, sir, and then I bring Mr. Sise. Now we'll go to the next. When I hear you, sir.
I'm advising all Sierra Leoneans to deviate themselves from anything that the police will not encourage you for. And every Sierra Leonean to make sure to respect their authorities, their police, and stay away from inciting words, inciting threats. Let everybody just be. Election is finished. Go back and do your normal job. When the time comes, let us go back to the poll. If Party A is not doing well and you think Party B is qualified to come and handle your resources, then go for Party B or Party A. But when Party B is in power and you trying to force it to break it, the police, people are not going to admire at you. So all I'm saying, everybody go back to your normal business and let us continue to educate ourselves to know our responsibility as citizens. Because what? Police will never make lawbreakers. If you take the law into your hand, the police are not going to accept it. In the case of severe blinding, I want to go there a little bit. Not, I want to be biased in this case. Nobody will allow you, and when they go in your house and search your house and see in possession of wrong things, something that is dangerous to the state, you will be arrested. The police are there for that.
So many Sierra Leoneans go and know waiting at that dangerous thing. The photo of the then president, where we
that photo was a propaganda. I cannot name it here now. I'm not ready to give that information.
Well, how can you call it a propaganda
here
when they say this not exhibit 2 or exhibit 1 or whatever the case may be?
If Silver Gliding must come on this polo here, she can come and explain to the nation why she was arrested. But we know, see, there is a concrete, dangerous information against the state, not President Bio, because President Bio, nobody can even reach him to do him anything, but against the state. So that's why she was arrested. So let us don't go in that. All we are going to say, Sierra Leoneans must make sure they deviate themselves from violences, from political violence, from political hate messages, and let us respect our police to do their job correctly. So far, so good. I'll stop there.
On the same token, sir, how you go advise the same police them for not to refrain from using violence or force by the citizen? What thing go be your advice as to how then for handle citizens them, where they call them in a case of an emergency, how they go allow citizens them for not to get a peaceful protest, rally, you name it. Come back in, sir. I don't want to give an explanation, but rather an advice. An advice.
Yeah, we currently, police are trained to, deal with lawbreakers. And when there is peaceful demonstration, you will find out say police that they provide even security for you. They will be at your side. Not when you are demonstrating, or if police don't encourage who also ever they do riot. But police will encourage demonstrators wearing peaceful demonstration like wetin we do now, we hold placard, we no dey burn tire, we no dey burn houses, we no dey stone at them. They will give you security. That is what people need to understand, Fred. But when there is riot, they will use excessive force to break that barrier, to ask everybody out that they will not take it from anyone. So, and when they are going to in training school, they are training them for these things, for lawbreakers. So we just need to know what is riot and what is demonstration. We have peaceful demonstration where you go on the street with your placard, like the little girl that was raped in Freetown. You saw the demonstration there. You see the kind of intelligence that the population of civilian, the citizen applied there. There was no burning of houses, stoning people. They were just holding their placards, singing, and you saw the police provide security. They even came out, talking to them that they will put, the law in place for lawbreak for those that for the boy that raped the girl. But if they went there because they were so angry and they start stoning the police, you will find out that police will not encourage them.
Mr.
Khadija.
DJ
That is
Force,
all
in
I'm
that
saying to the
case,
nation.
why nobody not been get killed for the post-election violence in Kenema, where they go on the rampage? Why nobody not been get killed?
Who's post-election of Kenema? Which one?
Oh God, I don't play that video there. Let me see if I have it. If not,
well, okay, that was after the election.
Well,
I
thank
can
you.
still
Well, now you
educate you in
remember.
that area. After the election, after the announcement of the result, Khadija, if you find out say you can't get one disease where we for pray for, I not get for hiding to all Sierra Leoneans. Me a born Sierra Leonean, I grew up in Sierra Leone. That ideology say na me party don't lose election and this time not for happy. When they announced the
Sir, the one
results
will be the
in Sierra
refer to,
Leone,
the one will be the refer to now been the SLPP versus SLPP, but nobody was not killed.
no, it has never happened. SLPP versus SLPP.
Yeah, few of them. Even the SLPP political party office where they get Kuskas, then go there, then do the right thing wherein nobody not been get killed. So why is it that it's selected?
Which time and what date is that?
I don't remember the specific date, sir, but you know, not lie to Sierra Leoneans, you know, say it happened. But the point why they make is that those people were handled in a professional.
Let me bring the education to the people. Maybe maybe your calendar is a little bit wrong, because I can say when we announce the result, when Anes Krumah allowed the result to be announced, the people they be they dance. You see, say the police they go and try to stop them from getting their happiness. It turned into riot. You see how the police retaliated in that case, and they open gunshot on that area. Except if the time again where India was meeting with him, that was the time where APC be in power. You know, where the whole meeting it became into riots and somebody began for killing and they arrest one of my schoolmates when I began for arrest. And I think that's someone of the story when they think of. But you know what? If we not try for educate with people, it seems Sierra Leoneans are misunderstanding this government. Like the government is only providing security now the south and the east and is letting the north out. No, anybody thinks that way, then you are failing yourself. It is also the northerners, southerners, easterners, westerners area who voted for this government. No region, no one region, not the form government as Sierra Leone. I want Sierra Leone where they listen to this platform and may they take it very serious.
Okay, sir.
That
Now
it is all tribes who are bringing government after government in that country.
Thank you, sir. So now we go now to two things. What I will ask you, how President Biogo able to minimize infrequent flying, where at the end of the day that money they or that small money allowance where they get then they generate, where it go able for help Sierra Leoneans them, especially with the bread and butter issue. What do you go advise them for them minimize that?
Frequent flying.
Correct.
Now we don't vote for President Bio. And you know, say we problem is very big in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has all one for now be Longue Bridge. They don't even get the money. So it get for travel out to beg international world markets to come to our aid. There are a lot of things that we President Bio want to do, but the money not there. So what did happen? It get for fly because of the international relationship the way it don't create.
So make a comment and interject 1 second. instead of him flying and flying with the family, where then go get for give a woman back to allowance and all that type of thing, right? It can get a minister in a capacity for now. It go one person can do that instead of him going, because when you be president, you get a cabinet. You obviously trust them people, then they for serve on your behalf when you're not able to go. So if him traveling will cost we more money, why not allowing the minister? That's a solution for travel instead of him in your own place. What you go say about that?
Very good. Khadija, President Biomi don't travel, he don't hold series of meetings with all international monetary corporate bodies. And they be don't head meeting together. Now, wheresoever they want time for let it go for approval, they still need them in person. When I allow President Bio, let it be foundation for this country.
Okay, so
in travel one, not get for break at the camp. We in travel one, not get for break we economy
we don't.
down. But
Obviously, it
get
will.
for
Obviously, it will. And not only in go travel for now we succeed. As we can, I forget the president, but I will do my research for the next one. For the next, I forget in name. Where be say even for going to United Nations, it no say it go cost the in country more money for fund them. So it decide for send a minister in your behalf. And other Sierra Leoneans feel the same way. I will play an authentic video where they serve for backup misstatement as to them feeling in regards to the frequent flying of President Bio. Will they come right back?
Me fellow Sierra Leoneans, today I want to talk to you about the king of the skies. Yes, the king of the skies. This is so funny. A lot of people are not comment this week about President Bio infrequent travel, infrequent absence from government, infrequent absence from the country. In fact, people don't calculate the president don't travel 28 times in 11 months. In fact, if you divide 28 by 11, you see and say the president don't travel. Every 2 weeks, he don't travel out of the country. Every 2 weeks, he's out of the country. You know, so some people don't levy lots of allegations, some of which are merit and get background, others don't. I'll tell you some of the allegations. Some of them, they say the president is reckless and is spending the country money in the air, traveling from one country to the other. And he's not attending to the issues. He's meant to be attending to issues in the country's affairs, but he's not doing that. Others say the president is trying to enrich himself. Why am I speaking English? Other people say the president is trying to make himself rich. And that makes it travel. You know why they say that? Because when the president travel out of the country, it get per diem. That per diem, they sometimes, for government officials, they travel frequently. They make more money per Nandi, more than their salaries. Yeah? So now the two allegations, 3 main allegations they make against the president. But I want to bring you mind back. Sierra Leoneans, we are fickle-minded, generally. We forget things very fast. So I want to remind you about some of the things the way me want to present to you about my views on this issue. Number one, before President Bio take over Sierra Leone government, before he become president, we international partners, the international partners we Sierra Leone they will exist without. Yes? They abandon Sierra Leone. International partner number one in particular, winner number one at the whole world, are the International Monetary Funds, IMF. Without IMF, Sierra Leone not able to run any services in alone. We're not able to pay government workers. The government not able to operate. Yes, that's what it is. Because the revenue they mobilize, with revenue collection, you know they even do fulfilling we $2 billion US budget a year. Yes? You not able to feed we-self. We're not able to do anything for we-self without international support. You understand? So IMF been to abandon Sierra Leone under former President Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma. And one of the reasons they wait and say we make IMF abandon Sierra Leone now because the president was spending recklessly at the time and the president was not accountable, the president was not transparent. So the international partners then disengage. And not only IMF, the EU disengage. And also the investors then waiting for do something else, they also disengage. The only person we be engaged with is China, because they don't any small TV they will take. Now the only one we may engage with. So you have to remember that, Sierra Leoneans, please, I beg you, for God's sake, don't forget so fast. The election only happened 12 months, nearly 1 year ago. You know, now 11 months. Let we not forget everything. Let we not be so forgetful. So if you expect say the new direction government don't care, let's say you're not president, forget about BO for a second. You're not president, you don't kind of this kind of situation. You'd expect say you go sit down take the coffer dry, barang, 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 nothing on it again before you act. No. As a responsible leader, you go try for revive that relationship. You try for re-engage them people and give them reasons for believe say yes, now I knew down na Sierra Leone. For letting can re-engage. Because without them unable to pay with workers. You understand? That is exactly what our president has done. And to do that, you know they go sit down at salon. He said the post people can give loan you money if I can't meet you. Now you go meet him. That is what the president has done. The president has re-engaged IMF, renewed the relationship with IMF. IMF don't fully engage with Sierra Leone again. The European Union don't fully engage with Sierra Leone again. You understand? And China still continue for engage with we. And the president don't go out there. I've seen him on videos conversing from TV station to TV station, Al Jazeera, gonna BBC, gonna this campaign every day, advocating when he's out there, encouraging investors to return to Sierra Leone. That is what a responsible president does. Yeah? So now that make we president on the travel all this time. I don't believe he's traveling to enrich himself. I don't believe that. You know, I don't believe he's being reckless spending our money. What money? Most of these places where the president they go now other countries and they pay for them. It doesn't come from Sierra Leone coffers. And let me remind you, you always compare to see the difference. When Anes Kanayana, Australia, he brought 21 people. Imagine, for Kana, Australia from Salone, now 2.5 days, minimum 28 hours flight. So imagine Anes fly 21 people in for Canada, this country. How many thousands of dollars that will cost? They say in a 5-star hotel. I went there, I received him. Yes, I went receive Anes in a Perth. Honorable Alassane Kanu, within a parliament, he got attest to him, and so many other people. Brother Ibro, within a Perth, he got attest to him. They were all there. I traveled 6 hours for fly go receive Anes in a Perth as the chairman for all Sierra Leonean communities in Australia. I did that. Only for see Anes travel with 21 people and with some of them are ordinary relatives. I spoke to them. Some of them are ordinary relatives. Say, na mi uncle, na mi auntie, man, na this. All this rubbish. Bio hasn't been doing that. Bio know the travel with all in family members. Bio know the travel with people just for let they able cover them up. You see when he travels with 10 people, less than 10 people in some of his entourage. His wife doesn't carry a beautician, hanging bags and so on. No. His wife doesn't lie down on the bed, take photos and publish it. Where would he not 5-star look the bed like Silver Blighty did? No. His wife doesn't, he doesn't carry around praise singers. People are following sing praise for him. For make him feel good of himself. Like Anes did. No. Let's put the fact. When Bio traveled, the first time he traveled at the US, do you know what he achieved? Watch my video. Go to my YouTube channel, Yapanante Thomas, and watch my YouTube. Watch the video about President Bio in first visit to the US. Sierra Leone signed an agreement with Akon for get 3,000 and odd street lights. Free of charge. The president was every day engaged into advocating for the interest of Sierra Leone. You don't go sit down with APC members, SLPP members for letting go sing praise for her. You don't go sit down with SLPP members for talk about how they thief Ebola money. That's what Anes did. You don't go begin the side with counter protest. No. He engaged people. He engaged organizations, Bill Gates and so many other people, scientists, people from the universities and so on. This is what should make Sierra Leoneans happy, but it doesn't. It doesn't. People are going to pull branch. Forget about politics for once. Let's look out for the best interest of Sierra Leone. So, after say the president in travel, it's a great thing for Sierra Leone, for promote Sierra Leone. However, that said, for let the president day outside the country, every 2 weeks, a government will just don't day less than 1 year old. It is not healthy for the government. It's not healthy for the new direction, because the new direction need leadership. I go guarantee leadership if in your absence. Now that make I feel say some people and get point. My appeal to the president is this. President Bio, you're president, my friend. My appeal to you is this. Do what John Magufuli of Tanzania does. John Magufuli of Tanzania said, you know, once see any government officials they travel in any country where they get foreign engagement. You understand? The foreign affairs of the country. Any side, for example, na the US. If you go to the US for just go attend meetings, them John Magufuli, you know what he do? He say we get an embassy in the US. The ambassador let go attend to that. Anytime we get embassy, let the ambassador go attend to that. Anytime we get consulate, let the consul generals then go attend to that. You know, once see any minister begin to travel fiti fata. I encourage you, Mr. President, you can do the same. You no need for day everywhere. I've watched the video of you promoting Sierra Leone, yourself and the vice president. It's really good video. He highlights it. We get peace. We get stability. We are welcoming. We are ready to roll. We are open for business. However, you as the president and vice president for day everywhere. It is petty. It is not nice. And it's funny at some point. For when I watched that video of you and the vice president, they promote Sierra Leone, I laughed. I think you should have encouraged we artists them, we young and bright mindeds, like this people would call Mohammed Barry. You know, Mohammed Barry, we don't work with you study social work at the moment at university. You don't work with Ministry of Social Affairs. People like that, bright-minded people like that can stand. Kevin Doe, people like that can come up. Use those people. Use our artists. You know, people when they sing like Emerson and others. Use those people. Let them encourage people to come. Celebrities, people that are doing well for themselves. Don't be at the forefront of everything. You are the commander-in-chief. You're not a commander, an emperor that has to be prioritized on every areas. I'd encourage you, Mr. President, try for minimize your travel overseas. Try for stabilize Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has not been stable since your victory. It hasn't been stable. There's lots of political unrest. Yes, it hasn't erupted yet. You know, erupted that people in face, but there's a lot of political unrest. Try for take things to them. You're doing great. Some of us love what you're doing, and we support you wholeheartedly. We want you to succeed, because when you succeed, we've all succeeded. You understand? But when you travel so everywhere na you, it's not a good image on yourself, and it's not a good image for what you stand for and want to achieve. You want to cut down on wastes. Engage with diplomats in other countries and let them serve them purposes. Now the US, we get a diplomatic mission at the US. Now the UK, all them countries, let them play their role. Let the ambassadors do those things. You don't have to be part of it. Yes, Mr. President. So this time in view on the president in 28 trip outside Sierra Leone in 11 months. This is my view. Let's be optimistic. He's doing really well, but let's advise him where it's required. Let's be constructive in our criticism. Let we not just beat him down. Let we acknowledge, say, in effort the way you try to make that in the best interest of Sierra Leone, but make it just cut down. 28 in 11 months is far too much, Mr. President. Cut it down. Use we diplomats them overseas. Use we Minister of Foreign Affairs. We capable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ali Kaba, Dr. Ali Kaba. Let him do his job. Let you know just the fly everywhere, because your safety as well. We don't want to let plane crash happen. You know we lost with president too. We need stability. Stay home, govern, travel only if there's a need for it. Once again, here Peter Moss. Stay blessed and stay positive. Bye for now. Share it with.
And I welcome back. So that video I play, obviously now from now an old video where Mr. A.P. Thomas been a giveaway he on take on the president in 28 travel when I think at that time it was 11 months when it came into governance, and obviously in views change later on where it condemned him strongly, say it was more of a waste on another video. where I would try for search for as well. It brings some significant points then. It say the travel not so for nothing, but many go ask now say waiting at the benefits where it don't bring so far from then travel then they many go ask back to a mention about Akon. Did we succeed in that area? Because we're not maybe in the future, but for now, even that travel, obviously many go look and say there was no benefit from that, despite the fact that they be mixed with them. So it also make reference say, well, many be they say the then governance been reckless in terms of the traveling expenditure, but obviously we they see the same, they continue when you say your new direction, obviously would expect much from you, they expect that the approach or the behavior obviously should be different because you don't promise say they can do better, they can do things on a different approach versus that of the then administration. So I want to come in. I know they ask for a defend, but rather how you self go advice, like how Mr. A.R.P. Thomas advice. Mr. DJ Force, please put on your camera on. I don't know if you listen respond to phone call for now you go respond. I don't know. But yeah, come back in, check your volume. Basically, I want you waiting at your advice. I know they say forgive a defense, but rather waiting because we don't already know waiting make like how you say you don't say they run for go get investors them. Waiting go be your advice now. And that was the president where Mr. A.R.P. Thomas remind me. He give the example of the Tanzania president where he say before in ministers then back then go travel first class, then go rather travel with just a regular airline like any other passenger in efforts for save money. So now what thing will be your advice to the president in terms of minimize in traveling, not to everything it go. They can give instruction and then in go, but what's in your own take on that?
Well, as you already talk for me, say I don't need to defend, but I need to bring out solution, which is good.
Check you. Okay. Sorry, sir. Yeah, go ahead. There you. We know they see you though. Come back in, sir.
No, you don't.
Oh, sorry. Check your video. Check your video, sir. Check your video. Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah.
We see you.
Since you don't give me the platform, say I should not defend, but I should bring in solution.
Yeah.
Well, that's the platform we are operating on. Okay, but I hope say we honor with President BU opposition and government. If a man don't speak like that, then I be need for give me your analysis before I bring in
No, we're
solution.
not here for analyzing. We try for get solution.
All right. Okay.
Remember the other day we don't analyze.
I want to assure every Sierra Leoneans in the whole world, both home and abroad, for say President Biona a listener. And this particular platform here, I want to assure every Sierra Leoneans today where they go through.
Mr. DJ Force, when they hear you, sir, the volume, check your volume. I don't know what's happening. Oh my God. Can you hear me? Check your volume, sir. And at the area, let me know, please. And I give you
Hello?
Yeah, repeat that. Will not be in the area. I don't know what's happening. Sorry, sir.
Okay, I want to assure every Sierra Leonean they say President Day is part of this platform and they always listen to this platform. If not that, Sierra Leoneans they want for say let it minimize a travel while let it use the ambassadors. Then a listening president, it will put that in place, and I hope say whenever anything spoil in that area, I hope they will not for blame again. Because I want to say a little bit of things then. As with former president, people they assume say they travel a lot, but if you rely on a foreign diplomat, they will be there out. But look at a lot of games that they play where it be just oversight. Today now they carry the blame. President Nkrumah today they blame the way they carry another country there. That because he try for say every Sierra Leonean for work and report to him. And since he say they for work and report to him, they fail for honor the people responsibility correctly. So once that mistake they did, president, they don't come at the chair, they don't see all their loopholes, they don't see that mistake they say, you know what? I am going to take the peoples out there and bring the people's request back in, but they say let it minimize and at least the president, Mrs. Sebo advise him, and let we all advise him for say, all right, let it sit down. Whenever the ambassadors they work and make them work honestly and make sure whatever is being given to for Sierra Leone must reach to Sierra Leone. That's all I can say.
Wonderful, sir. The other thing is that, many Sierra Leoneans concerned about the boats where we presidents buy. Many they look and say if we don't use that money there for maybe build with ferry or maybe get another ferry, whether not two ferry, instead of one winner just for personal use versus one or for dignitaries. The dignitaries then start with we as Sierra Leoneans. Then we for be pampered, we for be treated good, with life for feel safe and secure when we they travel from the water for go now we land. So many Sierra Leoneans they look and say that money for being done geared towards that instead of putting that boat for say on our way people then they come on our way the president for go, because it's not about one person but rather about us as Sierra Leoneans. So what's in your take and what's in your advice for now we improve in that area?
I want for also say thanks to you, and I also want for tell Sierra Leoneans and say may they left for the misinform themselves. The country they try for invest into tourism, and many people they don't born as Sierra Leone self who they not sabi but. Why? Because they find it very difficult for even travel on road. And also when you travel on road, you also get for cross by water before you enter inside board. So now we get one ferry in a Freetown. So if we get ferry na born, I don't think say that is a mismanagement or using the resources in the wrong place. That is a way.
No, sir, now the boats where the president buy, where he spend X amount of dollars for the speedboats now they refer to, not to the ferry. Every if we able get for every district or whosoever we need, and then that's different. At the top of that money, they many Sierra Leoneans.
Okay, yeah. One of the if you ask any Sierra Leoneans they now see they pass around and tell president you say you don't buy boats and tell us say can we receipts, you know go able. But now room on mortgage. And once
sir,
you Khadija become president tomorrow. Yes, when Khadija they become president tomorrow in the near future. I don't want to set example. This is very serious. Yeah, you never know. Yeah. President Bill, nobody ever know say they become president. So wait. When Khadija they go become president, Khadija Kila Sidon Sote Abai Boots, I can't get. Or again, the big again, just like I just love Khadija. Is my friend. Khadija is my friend. Khadija, even now I can buy you phone and I send them for you. You know me say now you money take by. But everything where the president they do, in the final say the opposition side they try for mortgage, and we are not going to allow these things. So let us believe in our president. If he buy boat today or buy her, maybe now give them gear. But meanwhile, I'm not going to tell you say now buy her because me ain't no discuss about that and I not get the receipt. And say any money where they come out inside with national account, you get forget account of. The one thing where I want for call Sierra Leone the attention to President Bio is getting paid. I want every Sierra Leonean to understand it. He is getting paid, and if he gets the money, he go take a buy boat. I feel say not Sierra Leone.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
No, say
President Bill
he's
they
not
get
wasting
paid.
his money in the bar.
Yeah, President Bill they gets paid, but not Sierra Leone money, right? But there's no way.
No, he's working. He's getting paid.
That is true, but na silo money regardless. But let we know, make and clear say that money obviously was not taken from Ion paycheck, but rather from salon coffer. So now, no, just try for one second, sir. One second, sir. I don't want to defend. I just want to find solution, because the other day we don't spend so much time for defend, and try for sugarcoat things, but rather, we like just like how you get a best friend. They say, okay, I want you succeed. I want you do better than, because what you they do so, you they hurt yourself, you they hurt your generation to come, because waiting I mean by that, if Sierra Leone make, then we all they get hurt by it. But if we make, then of course we all the benefit from it. So what do you advise and say in terms of in expenditure for them minimize them in terms of the example of that boat? What are you take on that, sir? Come back in.
In that boat, they do not feel say President Bill, anybody don't tell, or even the finance minister tell you say Nigeria.
Okay, I don't want now no defend against, sir. I just want you give an advice. Let's just say now, hypothetically speaking, 1 second, sir. Say no, just say no more now. Okay, President Bill, if you be saying that money they use, I go rather than use that money the X, Y, and Z. So now advice, solution for we bread and butter and the other ongoing issue. So I want to give advice, not to like even defend or even say no. Just makes would they now say now this thing don't happen. What you got advice, Sam?
Oh, okay. I advise President Bill, if you get the opportunity, let it can clear na the ear to Sierra Leoneans then say how he get about. I think that would be the best solution for everybody to become happy.
Okay, now say now I am President Bill. Yes, Sierra Leoneans, good evening, good morning. Yes, of course, I've been used this money. I buy these boats because I've been believe say dignitaries then they come. And when me say one travel now go get to my destination sooner than later. So indeed, I use the money in the coffer because I believe say I've been need them and I need them for me dignitaries then when they come. Now, answer me, waiting are your advice to me in regards to me own decision as President Bio where I use with salon coffer money for go buy boats. What thing will be your response now, sir?
Well, I go tell President Bill say no, we don't put here now for buy boats with your money, as long as it is not your salary. But you don't declare to me now as a president. So I therefore tell you say no, President Bill. You no need for take taxpayer money for go buy boat for yourself. Once you know the right, you are getting paid, and you know the right to a national account for take that money they for go buy boat for you. You are wrong. It's good. We tell them they're wrong. That's my own take.
Excellent.
Now they tell you say you are wrong. You are wrong.
I think I think say since we've had this discussion, this has been by far been the most honest comment you have made for the night. And I thank you because at the end of the day, like I say, this is for the benefits for we all. Unfortunately, we other guests in don't go, which now Mr. Muhammad and Asina know, join away from Salon. We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back. And I want to play an example of power drunk, and then we'll come back and discuss.
I dare say, subordinate to the powers vested in the commissioners under Section 148 of the 1991 Constitution that is transposed in the constitutional instruments verbatim. Let me state that the commissions of inquiry should not and will not wait for the Rules of Court Committee to make rules before it can commence its operations, because short power would be exercised in relation to these specific commissions of inquiry, while the power in the Constitution speaks to the promulgation of rules applying to all commissions. The purpose of Section 150 of the 1991 Constitution, therefore, I submit, is to vest reserved powers and to specify the body that will be responsible for making rules for all commissions of inquiry, should it be deemed necessary. On this reasoning, Your Excellency, we see that several commissions of inquiry have been held under existing legislation in this country between 1967 to date, and we are self-regulating, including the Justice Foster Commission of Inquiry, the several Beckus Davis's Commission of Inquiry, the Leighton Islander Commissions of Inquiry, Justice Algali and Adolphi and Wilson and so on and so forth Commissions of Inquiry. In fact, Your Excellency, more recently, commissions of inquiry have been appointed by constitutional instruments as our constitutional instruments 64, 65, and 67 of 2018, which have provoked so much sensation. The Commission of Inquiry of Justice, the Lord Justice Bankole Thompson, and others, under Constitutional Instrument number 1 of 2009. The Commission of E. Ishas Moses, under Constitutional Instrument number 8 of 2009. Justice Adelisa Showers and all commissions of inquiry, under Constitutional Instrument number 16 of 2010. I challenge anyone to identify one commission of inquiry that was held in this country for which the Rules of Court Committee have made rules. So, Your Excellency, I ask, why did our critics not levy charges against these instruments in 2009 and 2010? Better still, Why did our noble Bar Association not take steps to have the Rules of Court Committee, in which they represent as members, frame rules for operations of those instruments? Are those commissions of inquiry invalidated as a result of their inaction? I say emphatically no.
Cause now na go to end. What you wanna say for that?
Papa, we that side so we not go able because right now all man the papa then choke. So we go young baby then right now na do they sleep. We not get nothing chop for it's not they work not they and now work they now man they so some of we not sabi we na business we they do. But nothing not the all thing don't do. So man they when they work not they how go able live now. So then I do they sleep to 4 angel they will they soak. So that side we want let them do help for we day. So we not gonna come up far. We not get money for pay transport, go food not there and anything not there. So we let them help with that side. We go popo angel there. All thing don't go.
From Kono, I come up far can I 7 years media. Uti all I don't find between that year day. All 9 don't point at me and so me document them in national ID card, every damn thing. You don't go in vain. Money, uti I believe live me livelihood, all things don't done. Right now at the sufferness, I don't go able to sit down soon no more. Who no day, chop no day. From then they say where this still happen. For each being na problem. Na angry they permit. So right now, who are they talking?
Okay, thank you so much. We'll look into that issue. Yes, Mama.
Yes, me now from Manjane. Right now, me man don't die. Me property the wag. All thing don't burn. Nothing no the one was na in the outside choke. We not do this sleep for now.
Okay. Thank you so much.
How the money live now? They will die.
This is the cry of our people. It's not actually easy. I'm crying deep inside my heart. They were all sleeping outside. We are looking up to what this government can do and what the security apparatus can do for our people because the suffering masses of Dalakru is too much. The sufferers, the children, and everybody all sleeping outside during this raining season. We hope that the government can step into this issue and resolve this matter amicably. Cause now na go to end. What you wanna say for that?
Papa, we that side so we not go able because right now all man the papa then choke. So we go young baby then right now na do they sleep. We not get nothing chop for it's not they work not they and now work they now man they so some of we not sabi we na business we they do. But nothing not the all thing don't do. So man they when they work not they how go able live now. So then I do they sleep to 4 angel they will they soak. So that side we want let them do help for we day. So we not gonna come up far. We not get money for pay transport, go food not there and anything not there. So we let them help with that side. We go popo angel there. All thing don't go.
From Kono, I come up far can I 7 years media. Uti all I don't find between that year day. All 9 don't point at me and so me document them in national ID card, every damn thing. You don't go in vain. Money, uti I believe live me livelihood, all things don't done. Right now at the sufferness, I don't go able to sit down soon no more. Who no day, chop no day. From then they say where this still happen. For each being na problem. Na angry they permit. So right now, who are they talking?
Okay, thank you so much. We'll look into that issue. Yes, Mama.
Yes, me now from Manjane. Right now, me man don't die. Me property the wag. All thing don't burn. Nothing no the one was na in the outside choke. We not do this sleep for now.
Okay. Thank you so much.
How the money live now? They will die.
This is the cry of our people. It's not actually easy. I'm crying deep inside my heart. They were all sleeping outside. We are looking up to what this government can do and what the security apparatus can do for our people because the suffering masses of Dalakru is too much. The sufferers, the children, and everybody all sleeping outside during this raining season. We hope that the government can step into this issue and resolve this matter amicably. Cause now na go to end. What you wanna say for that?
Papa, we that side so
Go inside, man. Go inside. You must go inside. Go inside. We don't agree. Now machine. Go no side. Now machine. So turn back. Let's go inside. Go inside.
And I welcome back, and I welcome back. I play few things them on the where we watch, one of which DJ Force acts and make a statement earlier where he say obviously President Bione they work for Chinese them was Sierra Leonean. So the reason why I've been there yesterday, I mean they also refer to things the way First Lady go for embark on when issues of women and children involved in the example of the Daraku incident where at that time I not been get the video on hand for playam. So then in other thing where First Lady go embark on for help for improve the lives of women and children, and it also showed the clear manifestation of how Sierra Leonean they suffer. For answer the question of or the statement of DJ Force, it say the president they work for Sierra Leone and not Chinese. But many go challenge that because if the Chinese then get more rights in the land of Sierra Leoneans, then in the case where they may get for force them pull them out now their own place, their own side what they call home, the residents left to be left homeless, and yet still nobody not come at them rescue, then it is a place for now will be concerned, and I hope that like how the gentleman said, then go work things amicably in the best interest of those Sierra Leoneans who are displaced, especially the vulnerable one, then the mommy and the picking them. Every life matter, even the man their own life matter, and with the hope that the presidents go come in the rescue. The other one we've been get again, I like for keep evidence again, like I say, for now back up with statements and as so now go be a credible platform in the Connaught incidents, equally as that away compared to that of the McKinney saga. So the question when we go ask DJ Force, I sure say ain't gonna know better than you and I, being that you did part of the party structure, is that this incident not happen at Connaught with this machine. It don't happen now in McKinney. Maybe Connaught they not be shoot people them, but obviously when they go and take them decision and they like in a pauper form, obviously they bring it cause instability or an unrest or reaction, not to laugh for it bring reaction to Sierra Leoneans them way not a pleasant one. So my question here on behalf of Sierra Leoneans, would that be the last time where it go happen wherein then all go take back again another machine somewhere else, but rather than go figure out say either then get they save money or then try for way to money available so that way Sierra Leoneans then go feel safe, because obviously them machine they are so they now specific funding what they can use for specific areas, so obviously it does belong to them, you know. So I want to come back in and then you speak on that, and I'll be also play the Attorney General in video when other evidence of power drunk, the way how you they treat or talk to people them where you they in power, even though you might be saying something that is of relevance, but I not believe say you need for shout and holler and make all this type of gesture forget your point across. But come back in, sir. Come on in, sir, and then you give your own take on the Daraku issue where the people then displaced at the time at this moment, and then in terms of this generator saga from the Connaught incident into the recent one with the McKinney. And what do you think about how they treat the McKinney people, and what's in your own take on that one as well? as you talk about the generator. Come back in, sir. Check your volume.
Okay, in Makeni issue, no one would like to see Sierra Leoneans lost their life. May so rest in perfect peace. And I hope say no go repeat again, but we all learn with mistakes. That's Sierra Leone. But all of this will stop one day where we not get generator where they supply electricity in our country again. So nobody know go take say they go take generator from here and can go the other side. But you know, I believe say governments they own everything as radio. You get right for take A from here and can go to B. It not mean say we then come for can't take generator from this particular because it is McKinney, it has to go into loss of life or demonstration. Now just because I don't tell you say today from the beginning of my topic, I say people living in the diaspora are not using their head to educate our people out there. We rely on we because if you look at what happened by generator saga, one person they inject the young grassroots then where if he say yes, we should listen to this man, let us say. Because they not they believe they don't they sleep. Say they come for generator, come on, I do let take that generator. The government nobody not able to stop government from doing anything. Government is government, it's working for all of us. So for me, the parent the way they lost their picking them and say condolence to them. That's all I can say. But I believe say we not get right for go out there and fight for generator for no reason. You know, government property now, government property, they can cry on any side. But because of with people that we don't lack of responsibility, they not take their responsibility. See your name today, generator they Sierra Leone they go and take generator, then they pass and go McKinney, Kopula Kono, Kauta na McKinney, Polo and McKinney, Kauta na longe. For me, it make no sense. This country with me don't come for me say I don't want to see blackouts with me eye. And now we know the only country back where get ship waiting up power they supply with electricity. But whosoever believe in President Bill, I believe say those things are going to come to stop. No more demonstration for light, no more demonstration for electricity. It is our right for let we get electricity and we pay for them. So I hope say this no will ever happen on behalf of the administration of the government and in the Republic of Sierra Leone, people listening to this program, this will never repeat again. That's all I will say. Because it's not good for all the loss we picking a lie, we border a lie, just because of unnecessary, for a necessary action. It's not worth it to me. Why are you going out? McKinney says, now government get it. Now government get it. And then same people already McKinney, and then the government.
Make a correct that Sierra Leoneans, Salone belong to Sierra Leoneans, not the government.
Yes.
Yeah. Salone belong
we
to
are the government. That is what I mean.
Salone belong to
we
Sierra
are the
Leoneans.
Government.
Yes. But
we voted for this particular party to come and take responsibility for us.
Every government for come and be responsible in the way them abuse or use them power. Or will they get a call? 1 second. Salon for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Kindly identify yourself. Who side you call from?
Khadija, how are you? This is Mr. Sise from Canada.
Welcome, Mr. Sise. Congratulations one more time.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for this wonderful show. I want to appreciate all the panelists.
Welcome, sir.
And the way they express their genuine intention and feeling for Mama Salone, God continue to bless them.
Amen.
And the one way they put politics, I pray that God will open their eyes, they see the reality, say Salone come first.
Amen.
I just want to make one point very clear. You know, I tell you one time in your program, say Salone, but good side don't transform, but with political system not transform it. And the DJ first they talk, say the government get right for do anything, take anything from one place can go side, get for care and go. I want for categorically tell us it's a big lie. The people get power, then get responsibility, even when the government help they forget the property or whatever. That thing was there to serve their own community or their own area. It was not meant to serve other areas. When the government they do things in the dynamic, they look at the areas that they see that particular need they for do, now that make them here do. You need to take one development and one cycle and go other side. You know it cause a lot of things. Paternalism and one big problem that it cause according to development. You know the thing we are always like for we see a union land for do now for talk to. Nobody not say if you talk to they no go call you a SPP member, they no go say you an APC member or waiting. If we the membership of the political party tell them to submitting, then they learn from that. But if we always there for defend them, you know, it's really the unfortunate, yeah. You see, for me, like I say, the lives that we don't lose, we don't ever get them again. You know, then they come back. Now losses to the country, to the losses to that particular community there. So then people and them if can be leaders them then communities then they way for can change the inside and but they don't kill them. Yeah, they don't kill them for just ordinary machine way. Communication I want to them for me just don't put in place easily and make the community understand what make them they take up. And like I say, it's a community ownership. Government they can government they go. If when they put that machine they many people let me vandalize or do what them call the government they go take and the army you know. Yeah, they will say that they patent they don't well them. But since it was in good in good order, they say, oh, let's go take a logo, it's in court. You know, sometimes I'll be honest to myself, me that's weak, that's thing they will make salon change. We don't kind of them pattern at the wall. We don't see a lot of developments and changes. Why we not go ever see them and think say some of them people then come up at the same process we never so. You know, if so we read history, we do some Canadian history there. 30 days then get TRC. While it is to Canada, then TRC, then they follow a line by line for ensuring they implement and to the letter. Not something don't happen previously, not happen again. The one they would then disadvantage, they need a special rights in this part of the world. Special rights. Yes, then they call them Aboriginal people. They are everywhere, even in America, then did it. They get special rights because these are the original people of this land. But we TRC report to keep a trash can. We don't buy inside trash can safe now. We don't learn nothing from them. Yeah, you know, these are some of the things where we really get for the send back home. Say, look, no, we get for look at development and strategies there. How the people are managing this peak, and then we're able for like a change. But if we always then a media, you know, this thing they beats me them. We they defend the people and then they do wrong. They're not cool. We back they can't defend them back now. We talk about them now. Then they sit down, then they eat the money, then they enjoy their family, and the other side. Really no fear to myself and God who they worship. You know, so sometimes then the Lord will see the Lord member say, if not my brother, then me kill so. If not me sister, then kill so. Look down my way, innocently they by your business, bullet no kitchen. Policeman they go na media back, he say, no fire, nobody will no bullets, they no fire. Can you imagine that? They will get people who they sit on the media, oh, they know, they not do ammo, they not this, and they not make right. But tell me, if you say like, we country it's ganga, so now make the other time somebody say government not good for employee. In Africa, government are the highest employer in the country. We go say what they call the youth the idol I make. Sometimes we talk statement that we will not even do research for. Yeah? Also, we will work on the NGO. The NGO where they give you the money, now they tell you how you spend them. Now the same thing to government. The government now get all the resources na Salondi. Yeah? Majority of the resources now the government gets, and so what did they happen? Everybody wants. So they control the minds of the people there. So the person they tell you say youth man they idle, they know this and that, they're not serious. Now simply because they have no resources. The one we get the resource, now they control them, now they tell them any kind of way they want. Yeah? So now it makes it difficult for develop. Yeah, then say away resources they go you see them politics so immature. Because resources they everywhere, work day. Then they say if you work me, they bokuna salon people and you come on go parenting them. No. Then they say if you light me, they all over, then you go ask the head for generator. They don't ever come up because they don't say they get sustainable light. but they not get time. People then they live by that light. People then they depend their family, they depend per light. The one they do business, so they sell water, then they
Yeah.
nothing that they get. So if they go just cut that light, they don't say and see them be say that in a standby. They don't say the generator then get stop for supply. They also then they get light. So the entire some family, the entire income don't cut off. No, so now the whole government not get right, and the government ain't get right. Then we are not honest to we say.
Yeah.
Almost transformer they don't send a different parts there. Some man they don't point and some man are thief they go thief there. Put lock on me, I'll go put lock on street lights there, solar lights there. They don't thief all day. Wait till the government not go say we had go take the empty pole because it's not useful. You know, sometimes they'll be honest to yourself. Not to become at the not happen, wait till them call. I'm glad way you play this video. Now, Corona, they them go wait till them call machine. So nobody they not fire them. But McKinney they fire and kill people there. They will not steal this. You didn't ask them the question so before that they turn on politics. No, well, now this, now that. I like the other question we asked about Austin Johnny in statement. If now any opposition party me say member me say that they don't put an apademba would nothing in the blocker. But look at his free man, he work at anything we want. Then you see person the back in the media back in the justifier in the person be say this. Now first lady say mob justice. Almost person they don't kill on the mob justice in the country. You see them back, let God have mercy by we.
Amen.
Thank you, Khadija.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your you too. Yeah. So you don't hear the caller. I don't know if you want to respond to that.
The caller.
Before.
Yeah, you want to say something?
No. Yeah, go ahead and respond. Then I will give a closing statement. They will call it.
All right. The caller, you know, if we not give the responsibility to authorities, to people, when I want to can say because they go kill life now, McKinney. Me for one, I want to get myself out of that because people are not happy, families are not happy, friends are not happy, but we pray it will never happen again. Recently, they just don't move the museum from where it was before and they brought it to Parramatta where I'm living. They did not fight for that. And similarly, what happened at McKinney, where they be go for that generator in Akono, the way McKinney reacted, McKinney angry youth, as they are calling them, the way they reacted, if they could have reacted that way in Kono, I believe the police not before encourage anybody. But you know what? As people don't want to say the truth and people don't want to say justice, people want to say just because they want to say things in their own interest. And the responsibility of the government is the responsibility of Sierra Leoneans. That is all I'm going to say, yeah? Now let we just pray for the lost one then. And every government we don't Canada country, I want to draw every Sierra Leonean they attend to say, every government we don't Canada, they don't take the life of Sierra Leonean. This not today happen. Every government they bring Canada country, they take the life of Sierra Leoneans. So it's like, we need to stop that. Why? No practice, no violence. That's all. That's the way we stop it. But any government Canada, you challenge them. The police will not take it for anyone. And government don't come, it don't take many lives. Government don't go,
I think that
it
is
don't take many lives.
as a rather unfortunate statement, and this platform I go condemn that as well because we always speak on national cohesion, we they promote peace, unity, oneness. So I go condemn that statement and we pray that when we say new direction is knowing that we learn from the mistakes, whatever has happened in 1934 or has happened in 2007 should not be repeated in 2020. So again, when you they try for bring the best out of a friend or somebody where you lack or an administration where you lack, now for speak truth to power. So I will condemn that with the strongest term possible, and we pray and hope that we get to a direction and we go encourage with man and women them in uniform for let them do right by Sierra Leone and Sierra Leonean as they are supposed to be the moral guarantor for save lives and property. Property can be replaced. Life can never be replaced. Once you don't shoot that person, you don't kill him, it's a done deal. So again, I'll condemn that as strong as I can possibly condemn him and pray that we move to a better method of approach, to a better way for respond to any type of crisis, whether it's fighting or argument, or whether if somebody then they protest, which not the right as it was designed by we constitution, we just get forget a better way for handling things there. Hence the reason why I say now we talk about solution advice in efforts for bring about a better mama salon. So I want to take this opportunity for give you last statement, so that way I go give me closing statement. I will call it quit for the night. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Khadija. We are spending a lot of times, and all listeners, participants, all everybody will make a phone call now. All thank you. Let us stay from violence. Let us stay away from challenging police, and let us make sure we are the one that have employed them. Let us allow them to defend our land and protect safety for us. Thank you to all listeners. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. I want to take this opportunity for tell you plenty thank you, Mr. DJ First, the SLPP DJ. We come today for represent the Sierra Leone People's Party. We've been also get Mr. Muhammad 91. We're not be the representative from the All People's Congress. And unfortunately, we're not been get Mr. McFoyd. We've been saying gets issue within device and power issue, electricity back home. And Mr. I call Mr. Zubairu been promising will come by 7:15. Unfortunately, that was not the case. But I want to tell we are plenty thank you. I can always make this a priority for now. I repeat again. Now we remember what's in bind we together, irrespective of any political party where you find yourself. If we government or we the one that we're in charge of, we not do the right thing. Now we do the right thing by Salon and Sierra Leoneans. We remember that we only get one Sierra Leone. His Excellency the President, will they continue for hope that you go do right by Salon and Sierra Leoneans? Will they hope that the flying go minimize in the interest of Salon? Will they hope that certain things the meeting where maybe somebody else can attend on your own behalf, you go allow somebody else go attend, so that way that resource they will go put time towards the development of Salon, especially the bread and butter issue. We hope that peace will prevail. We will hope that you look at every Sierra Leonean as Sierra Leoneans, that you are governing Sierra Leonean, not just a specific region or tribe or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying that's the case, but based on things that are happening, with the hope that we celebrate you here when we see, say, you get an emergency meeting with the main opposition at some point. I take out upon myself here, we call an emergency meeting for say that we dey look at a different direction. In that meeting will be the hope say when you meet with the former president and other heads of the previous cabinet, will be the hope say it was the beginning to a better mama salon. Unfortunately, things go backwards. So we they look say it's still not late yet. We they plead and continue for plea that anybody we detain in the name of political detainees, or we still they adjourn the case. We hope that you will pull all this to rest for now we able to get a better mama salon. We hope that everything where you don't promise in terms of the bread and butter issue, the bakery now, agriculture now, we hope that you go able for achieve all the goals there. So we hope that people like myself or this platform, you go continue for learn from Sierra Leoneans voice them, and myself where they speak on behalf of Sierra Leoneans them on issues then where they affect we, wherein you go able to learn from those things and see how you go about for find solution. Today the goal was for now we don't identify the problem the other day. When for now we find solution. We hope that some of these solutions we will present to you today will be beneficial to you and we country and Sierra Leoneans as a whole. I want to take this opportunity for tell the we wonderful chat room, we members them of this noble platform, plenty thank you. After God, without you guys there's no salon for all. You guys are appreciated beyond what words can say. In a thank you. Now we continue for pray for beloved Mama Salon, and remember me in prayer and my family as I do the same for you guys. May God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. May God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. May God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. May God elevate Salon beyond we own expectation. May God bless we all, and may God bless the United States of America, and everywhere where Sierra Leoneans find themselves in Abokuwek in Kanaso. I don't get Singapore, I don't get Mexico, United Kingdom, of course, United Kingdom, of course, the Republic of Sierra Leone, United States of America, Italy, Germany, in all. They name them two boku, so now forgive me if I'm not calling a country, and are all equally important to win at this platform. And I thank you so much. God bless we all. Once again, God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you. Until next time. Bye.